I'm terrible at intros. I don't think I've recorded a video for HDA yet. You guys probably didn't know that, but yeah, HDA season 4 post draft. King, Dani, and Cat. Dani and Cat, say hi.
Up, nerds.
Um,
I said that in the wrong order, but yeah. So hello, the nerd who supped the nerds is SuperBadCat, and the other random individual is Dani Wheelie.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
yeah,
so
you're gearing up for this recording. You got to prepare for banter, Mr. King Bulgarian.
all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, basically,
I guess you can kick it off.
Yeah. So basically, in case anyone wasn't aware, this video is just going to be us kind of going over some of the.
How bad all of y'all drafts are. How good mine is.
Sure, we'll go with that. But yeah, we're just going pick by pick and talking about it. So let's start it off with pick 1. First pick of the draft was by Zach, the Liverpool Littons, and he picked Dragapult.
He is legally obligated.
Yeah, that is true. Dragapult
was pick 1.
This is like
it's kind of just a law of nature, admittedly. Round
Actually,
1 Dragapult is just like
in a pretty recent draft that Mitch is in. Dragapult fell to like pick 3.
Did it?
Yeah, maybe pick 6. I can't remember.
In where?
This thing called BFDO. It was just like a team tour type thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's very fun.
So yeah,
that doesn't matter. It's we really can't give any indication on these first picks. God damn it!
I know we can't. There's not as much to say.
Just breeze through the picks, but then realize, hey, out of the first 7 people to draft, 6 of them drafted dragons.
Yeah, that is true.
Actually, no, because you have Darkrai.
Yeah, Darkrai was
out of the first 7 people to draft, 6
of them
took dragons.
Yeah.
Wait, no, up until Aegislash, which is pick 8, I think. All of them took dragons.
That's why I said out of the first 7.
Jeez.
Okay, so yeah, Dragapult's just kind of standard. That's why I feel like Dragapult is bannable just for that reason alone, because it's just kind of like.
I don't think it's bannable, but I think it's definitely it would be bannable if there were Z moves, and for some reason I thought there were Z moves.
It just feels like
same with Zygarde.
Every single draft it goes first pick, and it's just like.
And if it doesn't go first pick, the person who's going first pick is an idiot.
Yeah.
Or really wants to use something other than Dragapult.
Yeah, I've never, even when I had first pick, I don't pick Dragapult. I just don't like it that much.
I'm never first pick, but it's been a while since I used Dragapult. I'd definitely be down to use it again. But, alright, so let's move on. Pick 2.
Mr. Brain Dead Fish.
Yeah. So we got Digiking of the Tangled Tanglers. He was the champion last season of the Larvesta division, which is the lower division. He was the champion. So yeah, first pick he got Dracovish, which
just another standard pick. You guaranteed top 5.
Oh right, I forgot that Dani has fake opinions and he thinks Dracovish is good.
I don't think I even have a good counter to Dracovish.
Well, that's your problem, not anyone.
How much does it do to him?
I know. I don't remember.
It seems like 2-hit KO numbers.
Was it?
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, you aren't ready until I run Scarf. Wait. Oh, actually, it's a 42 or 47% chance to go with leftovers if it's Choice Scarfed. And then I hit you with this Automatize or Agility move and burn you. Okay.
So yeah.
What a wonderful day. You're fighting. I don't want to spoil the rest of the team, but
Rain
fighting
team.
some
good
you're fighting Rain.
Yeah.
And Cat, it was GPL that you used Hydreigon, like FizzDef Hydreigon to counter Dracovish, right?
Yes, I ended up realizing, okay, I have 7 Mons on this team. One of those Mons is a Jellicent. I'm gonna leave the Jellicent at home. I'm gonna have my Dracovish check be this FizzDef Hydreigon.
Oh, wait, no, I do have a Dracovish check. I have Credilli.
Yeah, that's true. Credilli is
yeah,
decent.
That
I don't think.
is called.
Suck my cup.
Why is Credilli just mono wall rain?
Because Credilli is like that.
Credilli just walls non-Polyrath rain teams.
Yeah.
And, Zapdos can do a good amount to it.
And not enough.
And then he has Torn T as well. Hits me with that Heat Wave. Actually, Heat Wave and Rain.
That Heat Wave does nothing. He's got a blast.
Alright, I think we should move on.
Yeah, alright.
I'm distracted. And then Big Lacanus coming in at number 3 with the Dankrai. This is no plot Dankrai, but it's still pretty dank because it's Dankrai. I'm butchering this. Yes, all these homies who think plot Darkrai is bannable and that it's fine without plot haven't seen Swords Dance Darkrai go off.
That is true.
No way.
I know. Actually, no,
Snivy,
neither of you
and it
know
has Stat
well
Sucker
in
Punch.
Draft League, but
Oh my god. That's actually nasty.
And then it still has good coverage in like Drain Punch, Focus Punch, Poison Jet.
so yeah, Darkrai definitely exists. Obviously got hits. I mean, like Specs is obviously good, but then also having the ability to Swords Dance and like not be entirely ridiculous is pretty cool. It does have a good physical move pool.
Really good support move pool with like Taunt, Wish.
Yeah, it is kind of Tedbus in that regard.
It does do a lot of cool stuff. So yeah.
I'm excited to see how Zygarde.
And then you also realize, this fucker gets Spatial Rend and Roar of Time. Why? It's also going to be a pretty solid Pursuiter, all things considered.
That is true.
Oh yeah, it gets Pursuit. You're right.
Yeah.
It also has Trick to cripple walls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is assuming that the setup sets don't do that as enough already.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. But knockoff as well.
You can also just like.
Why does Darkrai get Haze?
If there's a.
Why does it get Will-O-Wisp?
If there's a fat thing, you can just taunt it instead of tricking it.
Yeah, I guess.
You can just taunt it and do a bunch of bullshit. Alrighty, we're done talking about dank, mean, Rye.
Moving on.
Okay, before we get into this, in the Conquest Draft League that me and Quinn are in, or Quinn King, someone's in it told us they ran Noble Roar Kyurem, which won him the game.
That is true. It was like Sub Roost, Noble Roar, Freeze Dry, or something like that.
It was leftovers, Sub, Freeze Dry, or Icicle Spear.
Can you hear people with a lawnmower outside? No?
Not really.
Okay, good. It's really loud for me. That's gonna be not fun, but whatever. As long as you can't hear it, it's fine. Kyurem Black. Non-Dragon Dance.
People are like, oh, Shot Kyub gonna be Tedbus. And I'm like, bruh, I have used Shot Kyub. It is not Tedbus.
It is still very good even without Dragon Dance.
Indeed, quite good without
you can even run a defensive set. Noble Roar, Dragon Tail.
Bro, best set, choice
Light
scale
Screen.
shot.
It does have...
HDC. If you're watching this and don't run screens, Kyurem Black at 1 point, I'm even playing Pokemon.
It does get stuff like Hone Claws.
HDC, if you're watching this and you run screens Kyurem Black, you will be spamming relentlessly. Relentlessly, HGC. I will spend all of my time spam pinging you for the rest of time. Every server it will not be confined to simply the HDA. You shall be pinged in EDC. I shall tell the admins to give you the nerds role, and whenever I sup nerds, you will be pinged.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, I mean, running screens, cure them.
As you can tell, I have a bit of a screens vendetta. By vendetta, I mean I think they're bad, and I think all the people who use them as a crutch.
He does not mean that as in light screen and reflect murdered his family.
It does.
They did not murder my family.
Hold on.
Last time I lost to a Screens Pokemon was when I lost to a DD Mew that was supported by a Screens Corviknight.
I didn't even realize Corviknight got screens.
Hey,
Alright.
Cat, you want to know something?
Let's...
Me with it.
Light Clay Electivire.
Oh boy. Danny and his Electivire.
I think we should
Sounds
move to
just
Latios.
Alright, let's move on.
Alrighty, let's talk about Lati.os. Sadly, I cannot make my funny joke.
I've never
but that's
used
a joke.
Latios, only Latios, so I'm just gonna take this step
Latios is just Latios, but
Stronger.
doing bullshit like Calm Mind, Reflect type shenanigans and Healing Wish bullshit. You just click Specs Draco Meteor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Latios is a lot of fun. I've used it. I've used it a couple times and I have enjoyed it. It can run specs really effectively and just destroy stuff. It can also run Calm Mind, like Dragon Psychic. It's not like
Iron Defense as well.
it might. I mean, a lot of stuff randomly gets Iron Defense. So
No, it does not. Speaking of Iron Defense, you know berries, right?
no,
Conquest.
probably not. I mean, I know. I
Oh,
probably
so
do. I probably do know
They
them,
made a
but
draft league. Like Conquest made a draft league, and he picked up Dustox round 1. What a madman! And he had almost swept me twice with Quiver Dance, Iron Defense.
oh boy,
Dustox.
oh
I mean,
boy.
that's hot. But yeah, Latios kind of gets hard nerfed in the HDA, as well as Dragon Ball, because it just gets pursued.
Yeah, I can get
Yeah.
pursuit trapped pretty easily.
Pursuing Latios seems really easy, and it kind of is, but it's also like, okay, what are you going to pursue it with? Because if you want to pursue it, you got to make sure it can eat Draco Bomb.
Yeah,
I think like Tyranitar is probably the best for this.
yeah.
Yes, and that is why
Does
we
it get-
fucking take those.
Does it get Focus Blast?
It gets Aura Sphere.
No, only Aura Sphere. But
Yeah,
Tyranitar-
it did
Aura
get-
Sphere is doing, like,
Did get
20
Mystical Fire and Aura Sphere this gen, so that coverage is really nice for it.
The coverage is extremely
Latios.
So, yeah.
Lightcore.
Yeah, now let's get to a dragon that does not just get pursued. MC Grand, that fat Garchomp.
Garchomp, what a great mon. I do love Garchomp.
Garchomp is pretty cool.
Having Scale Shot was such a good addition.
Yeah.
This gen.
Although, I feel like Garchomp is, like, base form Garchomp is definitely still better than Mega Garchomp, but I feel like Mega Garchomp has a better Swords Dance Scale Shot set than base Garchomp.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, let me tell you the set that I run on OU/NatDex ladder. It's base Garchomp, leftovers, Earthquake, Toxic, Roar, and Stealth Rock.
It's pretty
Why are you
weird.
running Roar instead of Dragon Tail?
Oh yeah. No, Dragon Tail has accuracy. I don't like that. I want 100%.
Cat doesn't care about accuracy, man.
Yo, unironically run Zap Cannon with a Life Orb Espeon Pog.
I tried running Zap Cannon on my Fortress because Fortress just cannot.
Get zapped. How does Fortress get full switch?
I don't know, but I
Does
wanted
Fortress
something.
get any electric move?
I wanted it to hit. I wanted it to hit Durant, but it just. I was like, no, I'm just not. I'm not messing with that because.
I mean, getting a Zap Cannon Para is a higher chance than getting a Scald Burn.
That's true.
I think we
Think
should
of it like that.
move on to the Garchomp is just a Swiss Army knife. You can run Scale Shot without SD. It has the great Earthquake Stone Edge combo.
Has good bulk.
SD Scarf, I guess. If you wanna do that.
And then, oh my gosh, yes, we're talking about Granville.
Defensive. And then defensive.
I'm gonna hella spoil this, but I know Granville as a person, and he absolutely adores Rocky Helmet.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, you can also run Rocky Helmet Chomp
So
And
now
it's
all of a
just such a
sudden,
good-
hey, switching to Urshifu Rapid Strike Surging Strikes, which nobody drafted, and all of a sudden, boom, the Urshifu takes 90.
I thought it would be 100.
Well, it's
Alright.
100
I
if you
think we
factor in
should,
Life Orb.
Next
Alrighty,
up,
Laddie Dat Ass. Byronio B with that Laddie Dat Ass. So it's got Dat
the
Ass
second
in its
twin.
name,
And two
it's like
picks.
Latios, but both a little more and a little less prone to pursuit.
So this one is one that I actually do know about, and one that I will run. I prefer Latios over Latios.
Latios is pretty cool. It definitely, like, it has less immediate offense, but it's more like it can run better, like, defensive sets, and then also just its calm mindset is better.
You can run screens, Latios.
Yeah.
Do you hear the air conditioner?
A little bit, but it's not a big deal.
I heard the air conditioner that time. I don't know what kind of dog you're on. I think that's a solid idea.
But yeah, Latios is a cool mon.
Its coverage is really good. You can run a Calm Mind Stored Power.
Its coverage is the same as Latios, Dani.
Wait, is it?
Except it also gets Healing Wish, and I believe Passing for.
It gets Wish as well. Latios doesn't get Wish.
Oh, it does not?
Yeah, it does not, yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a more defensively oriented mon.
Yeah.
Does Latios get Trick?
Yeah.
Yes, Latios does get Trick.
So yeah, Latios just a pretty cool mon. Yeah, definitely just really solid.
Definitely the better defogger.
Yeah.
Than Latios.
Alright, so next up we have Juge drafting Aegislash.
I'm gonna go for a sec while I grab a water. Okay.
Alright, not gonna lie, as I was, like, not based on, like, how good I think the teams are, I just genuinely really like Juge's team. As you see, like, his final thing, just, he consistently is picking mons that I really like in draft format. He picked a couple that I didn't really like, but Aegislash is definitely a cool mon. I don't, like, personally, I wouldn't draft it again. I did draft it once. I didn't really like it, but it is a cool mon. Definitely weird to prep for.
Yeah, prepping for Aegislash is just wonky bullshit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, speaking of wonky bullshit, pick number 9, DJ Barrara going in hot with that Mew.
Mm-hmm. Mew is even worse to prep for because it can run, like, literally any set on the face of the universe. It just.
The only thing it can't do is, like, I believe Wish. Only things it cannot do are Wish, and I believe also Healing Wish. Probably can Healing Wish too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got good offense, good bulk, great utility, great move pool. Obviously, it just does everything all around really well. I do see it banned in a lot of places. I don't really agree with it, but I do see the argument just because it's so hard to prep for because there's so much different stuff it can do. Definitely a great pick. So yeah, next up, Mega Lopunny, the Gettysburg Gengar Victory Stars.
I love how you butchered Gettysburg so hard.
What? Speaking it? Did I say Gettysburgs?
You said Gettysburgs.
I thought I said Gettysburg.
Getty Images.
I thought I said Gettysburg. Oh well.
It's fine.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, we're on Mega Lopunny. So yeah, it's definitely really likes having return. I have used it without return. It's not nearly as good.
It's still fine.
Yeah, it's still fine. Just it's definitely not bad without return. It's just a lot better with return. I feel like just having the two stabs that, like, having a strong normal stab is really valuable for it.
I mean, it still does. Return.
What?
People run Mega Kick.
They shouldn't though.
Who runs Mega Kick?
Probably Cat.
People who use
Lopunny
in non-return leagues.
Yeah.
I run Facade on my Mega Lop.
mean, that works, but there's also just like Mega King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mega Lopunny is definitely really fast, really strong. Having U-turn is really annoying because you can just kind of pivot out on stuff and get that chip to wear them down to a point where they're at a 2-hit KO. So yeah, next up we got Tapu Lele. That's Danny's pick.
Yep.
Tapu Lele's sprite is so small. I don't know why.
It is. I just picked Tapu Lele just because I wanted a Pokemon that I've never used, and as you can see with my later picks, I picked an Archetype I've never used, and Tapu Lele just seems like a fun mon.
Yeah, Tapu Lele is a lot of fun. I've used it before a couple times. It's definitely a lot of fun. It hits really hard with its dual stabs, and its move pool is great too.
Focus Blast! Focus Blast!
I do wish it had gotten Mystical Fire in the DLC, but I mean, just Focus Blast misses too much. It's Focus Blast is still good, but
Focus Blast is only good if you're running Fighting MC.
I feel like Mystical Fire.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
well, okay, I just hate missing Focus Blast.
Mystical Fire is really nice for stuff like Ferrothorn and Scizor.
Stop bullying me, Kat. Alright, we should
bully everyone who has problems with low accuracy moves.
Alright, moving on. Here's Cat. I didn't realize that you two are right back to back. I didn't think about that until now, but yeah.
I forgot it too. But yeah, Mega Gallade, it's just a Mega Gallade.
Mega Gallade's arm looks so large. Why does Mega Gallade's sword arm look so big in this? Like,
I know.
It's just like enormous.
Body is just a sword.
That's a little bit weird, but
cape, it looks sick.
So yeah, Mega Gallade exists.
Do you want me to just talk about why I drafted Mega Gallade?
Yeah, sure, you can say something.
That's what I did. So.
Yeah, that is what he did.
Right, sure. I didn't really go into the draft thinking I would get Mega Gallade. I went into the draft thinking, yes, Tar.
Mega Tar.
Okay, how can I find nerds that Tar pursuits? And it pursuits for this guy. So.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Although, to be fair, Mega Gallade, once it has a Sword Stance up, can take out most Psychic types outside of, like, Mega Slowbro, but it does have stuff...
Colbert.
It does have... Yeah, that too. And then it has stuff like Leaf Blade. Season 1 of Seafoam Isles, Dani, actually, someone... they did run Leaf Blade, like, quite a bit to hit stuff like Slowbro. They used it to kill my Primarina, and I was sad about that, but it was alright. What?
Who was it?
It was Matt. He wasn't in the league this season, but...
Oh, is it SSM Matt?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He is actually in HDA. He hasn't, like, said anything or done anything, but he is here. So yeah, Mega Gallade definitely really threatening. Hits really hard. Sword Stance makes it really scary. Even faster stuff. Faster psychics and ghosts that could normally revenge it will just die to Shadow Sneak if it's +2.
Also, just sometimes Gallade just lives.
Yeah, that's true. Its special defense is like really nice.
You're faster than Gallade if you don't split, and then it just kills you.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, next up, Sylveon. That's the Ant Bulbasaur special kind of.
Oh, yeah, and we get to the picks of Ant Bulbasaur, and
me and him were thinking the exact same thing. Get a fairy round 1 before dragons.
Ant seems to have a weird pattern of drafting the lower tier mons like in the first few rounds, and then getting the good mons in the last rounds.
What's his next pick?
It's Mudsdale, I think.
Mudsdale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that Sylveon is a bad mon by any means. Sylveon's definitely really good. It's not really a round 1 pick. I know.
Not like Clefable.
Yeah. Although.
Which he definitely could have gotten.
Ant I think wanted to get something that he's comfortable with, and he's definitely used Sylveon
He
a lot.
absolutely adores the throat spray Sylveon
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yeah, it does.
Throat space Sylveon is sick. I love throat space Sylveon.
Yeah, he does. Sylveon definitely does some damage. It does have good defensive capabilities. I think Ant normally runs offensive, but
47 from whatever that Manta Ray was.
oh, Plasmanta.
Yeah,
That was fun. That was definitely fun. So yeah, next up is me. I got Single Strike Urshifu.
Yep.
I really did not think. I was telling myself, I'm like, if Dark Shifu drops to me, I'm definitely picking it up because I can't pass up Dark Shifu in round 13. I wasn't planning on drafting it, but it was still there, and I'm just like, I gotta get this thing because I had been wanting to try it out for a while.
It's very good.
Yeah, I'm really excited to use it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's. I'd like to just like spam banded Dark Shifu, but a lot of times Scarfed a lot of time is just better, but
yeah. It's real matchup dependent. But,
yeah, it's definitely matchup dependent. And then Bulk Up is really cool too. I've been brainstorming some like, I don't know if anyone drafted Heracross, but Heracross does dual resist it. I would love to run some like.
Nobody drafted Heracross.
I would love to use like Bulk Up, Chople, Acrobatics because that's the kind of like weird set that I would enjoy. That would totally be something I would run, but it's
Chople.
No one drafted Buzzwole either, I don't think, which is sad, but
nobody drafted any fighters.
Yeah, makes me kind of sad. I can't use my weird set, but moving on.
You can just use a different resistance berry. That's not a problem.
Yeah, that's true. But here we are, Tapu Fini. Sonic had this thing.
I hate Tapu Fini. It will not let my unnamed mon sleep, and I don't like it.
Same thing with Coco. That one's less well known, but you cannot go to sleep in Electric Terrain.
Did draft Coco?
Yes, someone drafted Coco.
He did, right?
Yeah, Lacanis.
It's how do you say his name?
Lacanis.
Lacanis.
Honestly, he's just said nobody knows how to say my name, so people just call me whatever they want.
All right.
That's kind of a mood.
All right, that works.
I say Lacanis, I say Lacanis.
So yeah, Tapu Fini. Sonic did have this thing last season. He ran Calm Mind like every week. It definitely did put in a lot of work. It got off a couple sweeps. It's just really bulky, and it does good damage too. Tapu Fini is a great mon. I've used it before, and it's definitely a great mon. It's fun. Yeah, not much to say about it. I do wish, as I think everyone does, that Misty Terrain boosted Fairy type moves. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Kat. Misty Terrain was added in Gen 6, and the other terrains were added in Gen 7, right?
All terrains were added in Gen 6. The surge abilities
were
just
right.
in Gen 7.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about it. Yeah.
Wait, so like you could summon a terrain and
you could use the move Electric Terrain in Gen 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Electric Surge. Yeah, Electric.
All right.
Yeah, I knew there was some. I knew it. So yeah. We're down to the wheel. Back wheel.
Yeah, and we see Zygarde 50, which mad respect. There are a lot of dragons that went for.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like, hey, Zy 50, matchups,
Zygarde 50 is definitely really scary. It gets stuff like.
It very much is.
However
much it loses to 14 of the first 15 picks.
Yeah.
What does it not lose to?
The only thing it doesn't lose to out of the first 15 picks is Aegislash.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe Dark Shifu if you're lucky.
I think
a Wicked Flow is absolutely destroying your Zygarde.
Yeah, especially if I'm banded.
108 HP, 121 defense.
Yeah, it's really bulky.
But like your Shifu Wicked Flow.
Yeah, if I'm like.
It's true. Zygarde does not one hit KO in return unless it is special attack invested with Focus Blast, although I guess it glares.
Yeah, that's true.
It does 70.
But yeah, Zygarde, really scary. With stuff like Glare, Sub, Dragon Dance, Thousand Arrows. Yeah, it's just really scary mon.
That was literally the set he ran in his 11v11 exhibition versus.
So yeah, next up is
Him again.
Blissey.
Again, drafting round 2 Blissey.
Yeah, Blissey's kind of weird as a round 2 pick, but
I definitely could have fallen to like round 4. And he was
yeah.
What's his next pick?
I'm sorry.
Let's see.
I mean,
Yeah, Blissey's just fat.
A physical tank.
Everyone knows Blissey.
His next pick is also could have fallen.
Yeah. So Blissey's Blissey. We all know how that works.
Be said about it. Seismic toss, toxic,
Wish,
recover or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
It gets.
So yeah, next up we have Sonic.
Fundy T. I remember this nerd dropped this guy.
Yes.
Which I don't really get that that's a second pick.
Honestly, Thunderous Therian is really good. I feel like it is a solid second pick. So far, neither of these mons are really like round 1 picks, but they're definitely.
Finny is.
I don't know about Finny.
Finny is. Fundy T.
Finny feels like a 2. Thundy T feels like a 3.
Yeah.
Maybe. Finny's like on the cusp of 1 and 2. It would be like a field pick or something.
But yeah, both are definitely really Sonic slasher picks. These definitely feel. Sonic always has like a certain feel to his teams that it's only really like can be described as Sonic slasher. But I am now noticing that Thundy T and Finny both have these like purple horn things on their head. So
that is actually kind of cool. Purple horn monotype.
No power isn't actually that big of a deal because its grass moves it's still got Sludge Wave, which is stronger, Psychic, which is even if you're like hitting Mega Venusaur.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't need Flying Stab. Its coverage just does more damage.
Yeah, its coverage is really good. And then Nasty Plot. It hits really hard.
I mean, if you're trying to hit Mega Heracross, sure, fine.
But no one drafted Mega Heracross, so.
Yeah, no one drafted Mega Heracross.
Alright, now we have King. Spaghetti goes hard.
This is when everyone.
Has 2 very amazing physics.
This is when I realized that my draft was going to be really fun. Mega Maw and Dark Shifu are just, like Dani was saying, 2 really good, really strong mons. Sorry, I gotta clear my throat. Yeah, Dark Shifu, they're both like really good physical attackers and wall breakers. Definitely neither of them. I definitely shouldn't have gotten either of them, but the fact that I just got both of them is just insane.
Mega. I'm surprised that didn't go first round.
Yeah, Mega Mawile, both of those should have gone first round, but I got both of them. I'm really happy with that. Both of these mons.
Your next pick is also insane.
Yo, we fight week 5. I'm ready for it.
I know. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna get clapped.
I know.
Then we have Ant with another Chad pick with Mudsdale.
Yeah, we got the Mudsdale.
Chadsdale.
Mudsdale is definitely a cool mon. Definitely not a round 2 pick, but I digress. Mudsdale is.
I respect.
Yeah, Mudsdale is. I have seen Mudsdale go round 1 several times because people are clowning around, but Mudsdale.
It's actually such a solid mon.
Yeah.
Smackdown well.
I think in another league, someone said like every team is better with a Mudsdale on it. Mudsdale is just.
I wouldn't say every team, but yeah.
Yeah, Mudsdale is just a cool mon. It hits.
In a league right now.
It's got It's got a great move pool, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely. But in a league right now, I have Mudsdale, Rillaboom, Mega Mawile.
Oh, that's pretty nice, actually. Although,
because high horsepower.
Yeah. Although to be fair, most ground types get high horsepower nowadays, but
yeah, it also has probably one of the best defensive abilities in the game.
Yeah, stamina is definitely really good. Mudsdale needs shore up. Honestly, they need to distribute.
Shore up. It would be like a tier 2 or tier 1 mon.
They need to distribute, not tier 1, but they need to distribute They definitely need to distribute Shore Up in heal order. I'm very passionate about that. I want Fortress to get heal order, then it'll just be a lot better. It'll just be so much better.
Sure, give Fortress heal order. I'm pretty sure that's a cut move.
Yeah, probably.
Heal order. What is heal order?
Heal order is Vespiquen's signature. One of Vespiquen's signature moves. It has
How many does it have again?
attack order, heal
Just 3.
order. It's attack order. Oh, and defense
attack
order.
Order is 90 base power, physical bug, high crit. Fend order is literally cosmic power, and heal order is cut, which is recover.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, a lot of stuff would just benefit so much from heal order and Shore Up. All right, next up, here's Cat. He got his Rillaboom.
We have
The monkey. Rillaboom. Rillaboom Rillaboom's a cool mon. I definitely want to try it and draft. Grassy Glide and terrain is so good.
Yeah. I don't really see why you...
spammable.
Yeah.
Kind of just clicks a button.
Yeah, there's so much stuff.
Exists.
There's so much stuff that just like can't sweep unless Rillaboom is dead, because if Rillaboom isn't dead, it just comes in and clicks Banded Grassy Glide and just revenge kills you.
Yeah. And then like this, I don't see it for the team right now, but it's definitely going to be good for a future pick.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, here's Dani with.
Speaking of sweepers,
here.
Hawlucha.
Yep. Hawlucha is. Yeah, Hawlucha exists.
As you can see, the archetype I was going for, Lucha.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Lucha's just kind of. A lot of teams just don't have good answers to Lucha. I feel like Lucha shouldn't be good because its attack is low. Its speed is already high enough. It's just hard to revenge kill without priority, I think, and that's really valuable. Especially like
once you get an SD off,
yeah,
it's just kind of like a GG's if you lose to your fairy type.
Yeah, well, not even necessarily a fairy type. There's, I don't know. It's definitely a good mon. Especially paired with terrain.
And Misty Terrain at that, because that blocks out priority.
Yeah, Psychic Terrain.
Actually, fake news. Psychic Terrain does not block
that is true.
priority against airborne targets.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, well, damn. I thought I was being so smart.
Yeah, you thought you were being so smart, but in this point, it would unironically, if that was what you were going for, it would just be better to draft Hitmonlee.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Although Hitmonlee is.
But yeah, that's a big thing that Hitmonlee has over Hawlucha. That and 28 more attack.
Hitmonlee is just so much worse though. Like its typing's a lot.
It stabs.
The flying stab is really nice. The flying stab is really nice for it. It doesn't have Swords Dance. It's a lot frailer on the physically defensive side. It just kind of dies to any physical attack.
A lot more resilient on the special side.
Yeah, it is. That's true. But yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking trade-offs and bullshit. Because Hitmonlee is for the people that are like, I'm not gonna dance. Because when you dance, you just let the thing that's in stay in and already pound Hawlucha's bad stats. So it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna click buttons.
Yeah, that's true.
You have Jirachi.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stars.
Jirachi is Pogarachi. Who drafted Jirachi
Stars.
again? Oh, it's Gettysburg. I hope this man uses something other than just scarf bullshit.
Yeah, it does. Jirachi definitely does a lot of good stuff.
Body Slam Ironhead, which is a very annoying and also kind of amazing Jirachi set.
Yeah, Jirachi definitely does a lot of good stuff. I like Jirachi with Mega Lopunny. This is another team that I really like, just like on paper. Just looking at the mons, I like a lot of mons on this team.
Being a steal that, however hard it is to get pursued, still kind of gets pursued feels really weird.
Yeah, I feel like it does have the bulk that it doesn't care as much about pursuit.
It absolutely does have bulk. It has a lot of chunk, and frequently
Isn't
at
it
least good sets invest in it.
Yeah.
Please invest in it, Mr. Stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next up.
So if I
Another steel type, except this steel type is a lot more cringe. Celesteela. I don't like Celesteela at all. If you like Celesteela, then we can't be friends. Celesteela is gross.
Well then, friendship ended with King Bulgarian, I guess.
How do you like Celesteela?
I mean, I feel
Only
like
steel that I
pivoting
accept.
around the defensive set is really interesting test of, alright, how well do you know how to do this?
Yeah.
Only
I just
steel
don't
that
like
I accept
offensive
is,
Sellies on either side.
Yeah, I feel like offensive Steela is.
They just feel so weak. They feel so weak. They feel so bad. They feel so frail. They feel like you gotta run autotomize for them, and that's gross.
Yeah.
That's doing nothing for the weakness issue. The defensive sets is just, yeah, you have to go through an entire team effort to chip this down. I feel like it's, without Cosmic Power, it's like really healthy.
Yeah.
And a test of.
I just feel like it's really hard to kill with Leech Seed and Protect. That's definitely like such an annoying set.
And then you have Mew, who can also run stored power.
He has a lot of versatility, honestly. Like with these first two picks.
Yeah, it's really just getting into big stuff.
Yeah. All right. Next off.
Then you have Marrow.
Yeah, Mega Aerodactyl.
Mega Arrow.
Yeah.
AG Megadactyl is an interesting wombo combo. I like the steel that gets pursued into Pursuiter combo.
Yeah. Yeah, Mega Aerodactyl is really cool. I do like Mega Aerodactyl.
Home Claws is so good with this mon, then you don't really have to run the risk of Stone Edge.
Dual Wing Beat is so nice for this thing, honestly. It lets it beat, like, bulky
Wing
stuff.
Beat is stronger than Stone Edge on
Yeah.
Mega Aerodactyl.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but then you run Home Claws, Dual Wing Beat, Stone Edge, EQ, and you can...
I feel like
Dragon Dance, you don't have to get Revenge Kill by Scarfers.
I feel like Roost is really nice for this thing as well.
Roost is very good on this. Yo, remember that time I think it was last season in this league when I ran a fucking sub-toxic Mega Aerodactyl?
Did you? I didn't see that.
Week 1.
But you did have like bulky Mega Aerodactyls like several times. Rock Flying is actually like not a bad defensive typing. Rock resisting fire is really nice, and being a rock type,
decent support move pool.
And the fact that it's a rock type that is immune to ground is just super nice for it.
Yeah, like you could run a Stealth Rock, Whirlwind, or Roar, whichever one you prefer. Roost.
Yeah.
And like Stab, and then that's a really good set.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely nice.
Yeah, I ran a sub-toxic Mega Aerodactyl.
Alright.
Next up.
Then we have
Byronio, filling out his
this nerd. I mean, I
Fairy
get
Dragon
the
Steel
Mag thing. But Latias of all dragons, I suppose basically every single fucking dragon went forward to get Latias.
That is true.
So round 2 Magnezone is just bruh.
Yeah, round 2 Magnezone does feel a little weird. Magnezone is a cool mon, though.
He could have gotten, like, Corvi or something. He could have gotten Zapdos. Like,
yeah.
He could have gotten a better electric type.
He definitely could have gotten something better.
He could have gotten a better steel, but I guess he really wants the trapping.
Yeah. I have run, in another league, I ran the trapping kind of shenanigans with, I did Dugtrio, Latios, and Mega Scizor. Just, I mean, like, in theory, it hasn't worked as well in actual play, but in theory, Dugtrio should be able to trap the steals and fires that Latios and Mega Scizor just don't really like, and then just kill them. And it does work sometimes, but I don't know. Just in theory.
Sometimes, but half the time it's just LMAO Shed Shell, and boom, your strategy is dead.
Yeah, true. Although, to be fair, there's like literally one person in that entire league who even other than me, who even knows what Shed Shell is. So that's how I made it to finals.
That sounds like an unleague then.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is.
But it's just like, especially with the next two picks, he could have gotten Diancie Mega.
Yeah.
He could have gotten Corby, Zapdos, Coco, Scizor.
There's
Mega
so many
Scizor.
better things that he could have gotten,
Every
yeah.
single pick ahead of this is better Steel or Electric.
Yeah. But it's not like Magneton's a bad mon.
It's just he could have gotten.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot better stuff to get here. But next up, here is the Diancie Mega we were just talking about.
Speaking of better stuff to get here, MC Grand coming at it again with the fat hit.
Mega Diancie.
Mega Diancie Garchomp is really scary, especially knowing that Granbell is a really good player. The fact that he has these two really good, really strong Pokemon that honestly just feel really scary together. Mega Diancie.
Presence of this team. You could also even run like a defensive Chomp with an offensive
Diancie,
and then it becomes really good. Yeah.
I love the fact that Diancie is able to be physical now with Play Rough.
And Diamond Storm.
Yeah, that just adds like a whole nother layer to Diancie.
Doesn't it get Earthquake as well?
No, it does not.
No, it has no physical steel coverage.
Yeah, its physical move pool is not nearly as good, but there are situations where
if you wanted to go max Clownery, you could run Calm Mind on defense.
Well, why run Iron Defense when you have Diamond Storm?
You can run Calm Mind, Idef, and then kiss something's ass with Draining Kiss.
That's true.
And then Stored Power.
Yeah, Mega Diancie is just a really good mon. I really like Mega Diancie. Especially.
It also gets rocks. Magic Bounce is insane.
Yeah, Magic Bounce is really nice.
It is a little bit wonky that it has to Mega to get Magic Bounce, so you can't just hard Diancie on your opponent's rocker and be like, haha, fake news, boy.
Yeah, that is true.
I suppose in base form, the Sticky Web immunity for fighting the nerds that run Sticky Web in Gen 8 is solid.
Yeah. Alright. Next up, here's another Pokemon that we were talking about. Corviknight. Corviknight plus Latios is
cooler.
I really like Latios and Corviknight on the same team. I think it's very cool. Corviknight, I personally don't really like Corviknight because I don't know, it just doesn't serve as that just defensive tank that I prefer. And
no, let me tell you,
I prefer Skarmory over it for that reason.
The first Dex team I ever made, it had probably the best defensive core I've come up with, which was defensive Kama-Oh and special defensive Corby, and that thing shredded. And then Mega Diancie as my sweeper.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Fairy Dragon Steel. But yeah, you see a lot of people as they're going along forming their Fairy Dragon Steels.
That's probably the priority here.
I feel like getting really good Fairy Dragon Steel is really nice for a team. Just because there's so many good Fairies, Dragons, and Steels that if you get it early on and you get a lot and you get good mons to fill those slots, then it really just helps out your team.
Didn't draft a dragon be like?
Yeah. I mean...
Who didn't draft a dragon?
Cat.
Me.
Instead, he drafted Keldeo.
So... I hate you, Cat.
Okay, so... Zapdos. HGC. We begin the tale of HGC's fat team with Zapdos. Electric Flying is a really good defense.
Like an off pick.
Yeah.
I don't really see it doing too much here.
I mean, to be fair, this is just the second pick, so we're not seeing a lot of team synergy right now anyway, so. But yeah, Zapdos definitely a good mon. Great bulk, good typing to punish, pivoting with U-turn and physical attackers in general.
Does get U-turn.
Yeah. Zapdos is just a pretty good mon, especially now that it gets Hurricane to hit the grass types a little harder.
Yeah, I mean a lot harder than Heat Wave.
Yeah, much harder. Next up.
You can still like scorch some Steel Bugs.
Yeah.
The
Another
Tapu
electric
Koko
that
from
could have
our
been
good friend,
drafted.
the nerd whose name we cannot pronounce. We will call him a different thing every time we get to his pick, because that is funny.
All right.
Coco Dark
So
Rush.
here we come to Locky Docky with Tapu Koko.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like he drafted Neum, and then he drafted Neum again, but more. This team is looking like it's got more Neum than the Dragapult team. We haven't seen what the Neum Dragapult is going to pick next. But average level of Neum after 2 picks for this team is quite large.
Yeah, it is. That is one thing that I don't like about my team as much, is my team's just really slow. As good as Megamod Darkshifu is, my team's just slow. Being fast is definitely really valuable, which makes this team, like, right off the bat really good with these 2 great special attackers. Coco has a lot of versatility. It does a lot of...
Well, Coco isn't even limited to being a special attacker.
Yeah. It would really like to have play rough, but it can definitely run...
Rip the fake leaks.
Yeah, rip the fake leaks.
You can also run a decent support set.
Yeah, definitely.
Volt Switch if
it gets Roost, it gets Taunt, it gets Defog, it gets... I feel like when you're running support Coco, it has a lot of 4-move syndrome because you want the move pool to hit the things.
Run Calm Mind.
Yes.
Stored Power.
Calm Mind does exist. Stored Power is not really good on Calm Mind's Coco, but Coco is...
But you can run like Calm Mind, Roost, T-Wave.
It doesn't get Heat Wave.
No, I said T-Wave.
Oh.
I don't know why.
But yeah, Tapu Koko. Next up, Mega Scizor. Digiking. Mega Scizor is definitely a really great mon.
See the Rain archetype coming out.
I know, yeah. As you see this team forming,
with that rain.
as you see the team forming, you see more and more like rain stuff. But I think once we get to the hack mons, we'll go over that. But like once this team is done, if it weren't for the hack mons, this would be a rain team with no rain.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking as I was setting up these slides. I'm like, this looks just like a rain team with no rain, but luckily he was able to put Drizzle on one of his hackmons.
And then, well, he puts Drizzle on the hackmon that isn't Obama.
Yeah, that is true.
You'd think that Drizzle would also go on Obama.
Yeah, since Obama Snow is not really good.
Alright, next pick.
Outside of... we got
Aggron.
Zach, yeah, Mega Aggron. Mega Aggron Dragapult, another Fairy Dragon Steel Core in the making. Mega Aggron's very beefy. That's another mon that really suffers without recovery.
I feel like if it got recovery...
1v1s so much.
Yeah, it does.
Switch it in, sets up, like, Stealth Rock free attack sets are so solid.
Yeah, it hits hard too. Like this thing's attack is higher than like wall breakers like Terrakion and stuff.
Yeah, it's just so good. It's such a good bond. Then we have the second wheel pick, which is Obstagoon.
That's another physical.
I hate to say it, but like Garchomp Earthquake, you invest nothing in defense. Garchomp Earthquake caps out at 40 against Mega Aggron.
Yeah, Mega Aggron's so bulky. It's so bulky.
So, how much does Mega Chomp do?
I'll come in hot with that info.
Probably quite a bit more.
It caps out at 50, but still.
Well, I mean,
not a
like...
2-hit KO.
Yeah,
yeah. Sheesh.
So we got Obstagoon. Obstagoon's a cool mon.
Obstagoon's so fun. I love Obstagoon.
Round 3's kind of strange, but
yeah.
I guess, hey, you got a fighting immune in Dragapult.
Yeah. I don't know why,
I
but
think next pick is definitely going to be a fairy type to
this team, yeah, like right now, this team totally just loses to Darkshifu.
Or Lele.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Lele does not get Heat Wave or Mystic Fire. I forgot.
It gets Focus. It can Focus Blast. Yeah, you can just Focus Blast it, but yeah.
I remember
Shut up and hit a Focus Blast.
My memory.
True. All right, next up, Digi again, he's going to get another Rainmon
Another
with
Rainmon.
Tornadus Therian, Hurricane Spam.
Very
It gets
good one.
Nasty Plot. That's another. We've been seeing a lot of versatility in these picks. Torrenty is just great, just overall. Good move pool, well, solid move pool. Its move pool is not that good, but it's definitely good. Nasty Plot's really nice for it, and so is its speed tier. It can pivot around. It has like defog, it has taunt. It just gets a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Then we have another kind of Neum, which turns into Mega Neum when you Dragon Dance. We have a what do you call it?
Mega Charizard X. That thing is 100 base speed. So right now, this man's speed tiers are super nice. Honestly.
Yeah.
The speed tiers are Neum, and interesting, but then one turn and Neum.
Yeah. Because we got like 130, 115, and 100, right?
Yeah.
Darkrai's 115,
no,
I believe.
It's 130, 125, and 100.
Oh, it's 125. Okay. Oh, Darkrai's a lot faster than I thought.
I thought it was 120 at max.
But yeah, Megazard is really scary. Megazard is so scary. It's so hard to deal with if it gets a Dragon Dance up. Very limited options to very limited stuff. Very few things can actually take a hit from it. With that tough claws
that can take a hit from it, we have a Slowbro.
Yeah, Slowbro. There's more fat for HGC. Yeah, Slowbro is just Slowbro. He's just chilling. He's just sit there.
It's just kind of be Slowbro, do Slowbro things.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
He's kind of scald, future sight, recover, whatever.
Slack. Oh, does it get recover?
No, slack off.
Yeah, I know it gets slack off, but does it get recover too?
It does not get recover.
Okay. You know what has always been weird to me? Like they always said that the thing on its tail is a Shelder, right? But that looks nothing like a Shelder. So like, what is that thing on its tail?
I don't know. Something.
That's what I want to know. I don't know what's going on there, but
then we have another steel type.
I mean, we do never see what is inside Shelder's shell.
That's true.
So perhaps it is this.
Yeah, who knows?
We have a
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Me and my not drafting overlapping types as much as possible OCD is just like really annoying me with having back-to-back steel types. Like I do have a couple. I do duplicate types a couple times in this draft, but there's like a reason for it. And to be fair, Excadrill and Corviknight are in no way comparable.
Two completely different ones.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It is nice to have the offensive steel type and the defensive steel type. Excadrill can handle fairies a lot better than Corviknight can.
Corviknight can still handle fairies, so I run Ironhead on mine.
Yeah, but Excadrill just like... Yeah, Excadrill is just generally a better way of killing fairies. Corviknight can definitely wall fairies, and it can set up on them, but Excadrill can just kill them, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Alright, next up, another fairy. Granbell drafting the Klefki, and this, I was really liking this team. I really liked this team. I really liked this team up until he could drafted Klefki. Like, come on.
Klefki is lit.
I don't like Klefki at all. I do not like Klefki at all. Like, he did get his Fairy Dragon Steel, but he also got 2 fairies. Like, couldn't you have just gotten a real Steel type? Having Klefki as your Steel and Fairy... Like, I don't remember if he got another Steel type, but...
I mean, Klefki screams, I'm gonna get a second Steel.
Yeah, definitely. I made the mistake of drafting Klefki as my sole Fairy and Steel type a couple seasons ago, and that was a painful season. I did not enjoy that season at all.
Yeah. Big Keys is really nice for the things faster than Garchomp and Yancey. You definitely are capable of like spreading Thunderwave paralysis, crippling with pranks or switcheroo shenanigans. Defog
Yeah.
is always fantastic.
Wait, it gets Defog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not know it got Defog?
Yeah, it did. Klefki's definitely super nice, like support mon. It's just,
I mean,
if it's bulk or
Klefki,
better.
Klefki can go in with Calm Mind, Iron Defense, or Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Draining Kiss shenanigans.
Yeah, that it
He
can.
sometimes just goes in when the time calls for Klefki to exist. Klefki fucking exists.
Yeah.
Having two fairies that are both ground weak feels interesting.
And
also, neither fairy resists fighting, so the gang's probably gonna have to make up for that down the line.
Yeah, he has two fairies.
Yeah,
he has two fairies, and this team has 0 Dark Shifu switch-ins. So even Wicked Blow, Fizz Def Klefki could probably tank a Wicked Blow solidly. But next up,
I don't think it's tanking it too. I don't think it's getting 2-code by I don't think it's living a close combat though.
Not 2, yeah. But yeah, Landorus Therian.
Lando T.
Round
3, Lando T. What has the world come
I know the fact that he drafted Magnezone before Lando T. That definitely feels like a. I was not planning to get Landorus Therian, but I saw that it was still around, so I wanted to grab that thing.
Does he already have a ground? No.
No.
I mean, Lando T is actually pretty good for the team.
Yeah. Having another ground immunity for that
Magnezone. Say
Magnezone.
about Landorus T outside of I be Landorus T and I do Landorus T things.
Yeah.
Including but not limited to being Landorus T.
Yeah, Lando T is really good mon. Does a lot of stuff well. Does it get taunt? I feel like I have.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I have a thing with taunt, and I'm just like, if a mon gets taunt, then I like it. But
I don't think
it's not gonna taunt.
That's kind of sad. Both of the other
giving it taunt would make it really good.
Both of the other
already really good.
Both of the other nature things or whatever they're called, genies.
Genies. They're called the genies.
Yeah, I know they have other names though, but
the Therians or the regular.
Well, they have the same moves, Dani. Otherwise, Torn T would have Roost, and we don't want Torn T with Roost.
No genie gets Roost.
Yeah, but that's what I was telling him that if the genies, if the Therian forms didn't have the same, if they didn't have the same moves as their incarnate forms, then Torn T would definitely get Roost because it's just a bird.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
Lando T is Lando T and it does Lando T things. Now we get Juge Infernape.
I'm loving Juge's draft.
I know. I do love I do love his draft. I have used Infernape quite recently. It was. I feel like
drafted in
Seafoam. Seafoam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Infernape's a lot of fun. I wish it were a bit faster because I don't know. It just does a lot of things.
It's already very fast.
Well, 108 base speed is a great speed tier, but that's like there's a lot of stuff that can revenge kill it.
It's just a great example of a mon that begins its career absolutely dominant and then slowly gets power crept out of the generation.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still good. It's really solid.
Swampert
just has gotten hugely power crept because it hasn't gotten jack shit new moves.
Not
anything really.
I mean, like, what would it even get really? Like, what would it get that would benefit it?
And probably like a bit of coverage on the special side, maybe.
Yeah, I guess special coverage would be pretty nice for it.
Its special could definitely be work.
Yeah.
Let's go into Kira.
Yeah. Next thing. That's another fairly versatile mon. His great bulk, his Roost, hits really hard with like specs. It does have Dragon Dance. It does have Dragon Dance now.
It does have Dragon Dance. This team is looking kind of slow as balls, and the steel not resisting rock for Kira is admittedly a little sus.
Yeah.
But it's still very solid
Yeah,
before.
definitely.
We've been recording.
Yeah.
We've been on this phone call for an hour. We're not done with round 3. Let's fucking go.
Oh boy. It's been an hour. Seriously?
It's been an hour. We started this call at 1:46 my time, and it is currently 2:56 my time.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
East could be me.
All right. Well, I think we're speeding it up a little bit. We might have to break this up into 2 videos.
Parts.
For convenience's
I would
sake.
be fine with that. We could do like up to round 6 now, or up to round 5.
Yeah. I think let's finish 6 and then we'll end the video and then we can do the second one at a later date.
We can finish 6. Alrighty.
All right.
Next.
Haxorus.
Haxorus.
I love Haxorus. I think
Haxorus is such a good mon.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to say why.
Because Haxorus is cool.
Because Haxorus is cool, unlike you, Cat.
Ah.
The thing Haxorus does is it tries to beat up. Okay, I guess what Haxorus does for this team is it lures in fairies and smacks them so that Lopunny can clean house more easily.
Yeah.
I guess that's what Haxorus does.
I just love Haxorus. Just like as a Pokemon, not even in competitive. I just love Haxorus. So yeah, Haxorus really cool, really scary with a Dragon Dance up. If it gets a Dragon Dance up, it's really scary. It has really nice banded sets as well. Even
First impression is admittedly less of a buff than everyone originally thought, but it's still pretty good.
It's still really good.
Yeah, it's nice. If you have like banded first impression, you can.
147, Danny. Its base attack is 147.
Yeah, it's really good. Next up, we have Danny's pick again. He's picking his.
I want to talk Mr. Danny Wheelie.
One of his favorites, Incineroar.
So we have Tony, my big boy. This pick was mainly for just ensuring that I could get a really good dark type to ward off sidekicks. Also, a dark type that has a fairy resist, or not fairy resist, but a fairy neutrality. That how Lucha really enjoys. This works very well, covering how Lucha and
this thing's move pool is like really good too.
Yeah, it's also really good. Like, it gets Iron Head, I think. I can't remember. If it
gets Thunder Punch. Its dual stabs are like kind of difficult to switch into. It gets
switching into Incineroar is always kind of a chore, just because you have to switch it to knockoff.
Yeah.
And then you think, and then you're like, oh wait, I have my item.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get hit with a parting shot, and then I'm go into a favorable matchup. It's just such a solid mon.
Yeah.
Why parting shot instead of U-turn? Why do so many people run parting shot over U-turn?
Because parting shot, dropping attack and special attack is really nice, especially when you have
You're using momentum. You're trying to get into a favorable matchup anyway, which means you want to force them to switch out again. Which means at that point, just do damage.
Yeah, but when he has a Hawlucha, if they go into a fighting type, he can parting shot out on them, like as they switch in, and then go to Hawlucha and set up a Swords Dance.
Yeah. It's just a really good. And then it's Intimidate is such a good ability for it. Then you can run 8B.
I feel like Boots is better in most situations. Its item really does hurt it though. I feel like
I don't rarely run Boots, but I run Boots not as much as I should.
I feel like it wants AV, Boots, and lefties just because it kind of dies a lot. Like it gets worn down pretty easily.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. He's gonna drip.
Horse, My Little Pony.
Kellyo.
He's gonna get.
Spam is kind of just fighting spam. I figured, hey, Kellyo has been doing work in GPL. I like spamming specs, hydro pumps, secret swords, and focus blasts.
And he did tell me.
Why not just get another fighting type that just attacks specially, so it works decently well with Gallade for Pokemon that try to specifically counter one defensive stat. Because that's not a thing. And I feel like so many people forget that Kellyo has Focus Blast. Fun fact about Kellyo.
on both sides is really good for you.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Keldeo: if your opponent's Keldeo is shiny, you know for a fact that it doesn't have Focus Blast.
Oh, that's interesting.
Focus Blast is an event move, and it has to come on a non-shiny Keldeo.
Huh. Okay.
That's
Well.
actually.
So yeah.
So basically, if you're using Keldeo competitively, don't run the Resolute form and don't run shiny, because that gives you the optimal amount of hidden information. Keldeo is just a giant Gen 6 reference when Keldeo plus Pursuit was utterly broken.
Why not the Resolute form?
Resolute form, you can only access the Resolute form if your moveset has Secret Sword in it. So, if you see Resolute form in Team Preview, you know that Keldeo has Secret Sword. But if you see a base form in Preview, you don't know whether it has Secret Sword or not.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you for telling me all of this, Kat.
Yeah. All right, next up.
I don't care. I spread the gospel of Keldeo. I need to learn to actually use the non-shiny variant more times.
Next up.
Non-shiny base form variant. But yeah, we get round 3 fucking Regidrago. God damn it. I've seen Regidrago everywhere from 2A to 5A. It's been crazy.
Yeah. I do like Regidrago more than Regieleki, but Regidrago is just kind of bad, and I hate that it's bad. Yeah.
Regieleki is
so much better if it just got a single move for fairies.
Yeah, if it got like just give it Iron Head.
And the hammer arm coverage is not that much of a problem.
Yeah, like actually just give it Iron Head and it's good. And it's like a solid 3A.
Give it Iron Head and it's a solid poke, and it like spams Dragon Energy and Scale Shot and bullshit.
Wait, it gets Scale Shot?
Yeah, it gets Scale Shot.
It gets Scale Shot. Choice Band Regidrago with Scale Shot is.
That sounds pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Choice Band Scale Shot is a thing.
So yeah,
because you're basically acting like a speed boost poke.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, next up.
I used it in an IPL Open, and I didn't really like it.
Next up is me.
That's also because Regidrago as is bad.
And I'm going to get my third broken Pokemon in Sheer Force Landorus Incarnate. Drop him to round 3, 13th pick, because these people are insane, and they let me get these 3. And now I'm pretty much chilling, and I'm like, all right, well, this is already looking to be not too difficult of a league. My offenses are already like probably. I mean, I might be wrong, but these 3 kind of like automatically make my offense like one of the best, if not the best, in the league.
The best.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this team being absolutely scared and then laughing as I told you that it was mono loose to Keldeo, which I think you fixed.
Yeah, I did eventually.
In quotation marks.
What?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kat, if you want to talk about mons that you mono our team's mono lose to, you mono lose at this point, I think, to every mon on my team. All 3 of these.
Really?
What 3 do you have at this point? You have Mega Gallade, Rillaboom, and
Mega Gallade, Rillaboom, Keldeo.
Yeah. I guess.
Goodbye.
I guess it's not really mono lose. It's not really mono lose to Lando I, but you definitely don't have answers to like switch-ins to Lando I.
And then speaking of,
that is fair. Rillaboom gets kind of. Okay, Rillaboom is 3-hit KO'd, and I just do 80 with Grassy Glide.
Yeah, and I can just Sludge Wave you and you're dead.
This, as the bad team as the just 3, it doesn't have any Lando I switch-ins.
Yeah, alright, next up. Sonic Slasher drafting Flygon.
Just why?
Yeah.
I guess Haxorus round 3 is a thing, and Regidrago round 3, okay, we can make the excuse that it's Ant. He's Ant, move on. But Flygon, just why?
Yeah, Flygon just feels so weird. Flygon just feels like a weird mon.
Flygon is always kind of why, but typically Flygon is less why when you take it round 6.
Yeah.
This nerd took
I
it
guess
round
it's
3.
not too bad, but like, you could have gotten such a better
Yeah, like at this point, you could have sniped Mega Garchomp from Dani, made him
Shut
sad.
up.
So yeah,
I was looking if I like that's the one thing I wanted to do in that draft is get Chomp, and if that got sniped, I would have been so sad.
but yeah, it's not like Flygon. Like Kat was saying, Flygon is not necessarily like useless, but it's definitely not a round 3 pick. Next up, Reggie
I was
Lecky.
saying that, but let's ignore that.
Reggie Lecky is another Mon that should not have gone round 3. Mr. Get walled by every single ground type in the game. Yeah, that's pretty much Reggie
I mean,
Lecky.
just think of the ones that explode, Sonic. You gotta explode to make progress.
You know, all I'm saying is that Chomp does not, it does not kill Chomp.
Yeah, probably not. It doesn't kill like.
I mean, Bandit Explosion. I mean, Lissy's Stealth
It does
Rock.
not kill Chomp. It deals like 60.
If you have to die in the process to do damage to something, and not even like.
Yeah, it's
I
just
mean, it feels like what Reggie Alecki needs is. It feels really awful to say this, but like another electric to break for.
Yeah.
So that it can explode on the ground, and the other electric can go burr.
Yeah.
Reggie Alecki is not a good standalone Mon.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like so far, it does not have the team support to break those ground types.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Next up,
then we have
Mega Medicham,
which I guess can break ground types, but most bulky ground types are living in Ice Punch.
High Jump Kick just hits so much harder than Ice Punch anyway.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Ice Punch is effectively 150 base power. Without factoring in Stab, High Jump Kick is like only 20 base power less than Ice Punch, without even factoring in Stab.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
and you don't hit things.
Mega Medicham definitely is a really good Mon. It hits super hard. Obviously, it is a Mega Medicham. Yeah, it's really strong. Definitely a cool Mon.
Pure power is cooler than huge power. Changed my mind.
Yeah, I mean, can't really argue there. But yeah, not much to say about this thing. It just, I mean, what does it really do on this team? I'm trying to think of like.
That's what OC Frey wants. I mean, we haven't got to the rest of the team yet, but his entire team is just hit shit.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna ignore my bad speaking, but I just said yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What a chat. Then we go to Control Mega.
Yeah. That is another very, very Sonic slasher pick.
Big B, it's the Big B at the B movie.
It's such a good. If it's not named Barry Benson, I'm personally.
Oh man.
Hunt you down.
You will personally hunt him down, Dani. I am. Dani, I am 100% confident that Sonic could beat you up.
Probably.
Sonic is like in his 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the point of the conversation where Dani says, "But Sonic doesn't have a gun."
But Sonic doesn't have a style, so I automatically.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Mega Beat Drill.
Mega B is cool.
In Steam too. I don't want to talk about Mega Beat Drill.
Oh yeah, that was funny. He didn't realize that it got Fell Stinger, and he just got completely swept by it.
Because I did not run a Scarfer against Mega Beat Drill. Too big brain.
Funny thing is,
sounds like a you problem.
The thing with Mega Beedrill is that it gets 2-hit KO'd by Rillaboom Grassy Glide because it's just so frail.
It is really frail.
Actually?
Yeah, it gets 2-hit KO'd by Rillaboom Grassy Glide.
That's amazing.
Kind of bonkers.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about the next pick. It's disgusting.
Yeah, alright, so next up, Suicune. That's
I hate this Mon.
a Mon that exists. Bulky waters are always nice to have. Suicune is something interesting that I've been kind of wanting to look at for a while. I've been looking at it for a while, thinking, "Hey, that'd be interesting to grab, see how it works." Yeah, it's got some things that it can do. Pressure is a nice ability. It can do stuff with that, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of chilling. Gonna try and take some hits pretty well. I have noticed in the past that my drafts tend to be very weak to strong fire types, and Suicune kind of helps me with this because fire types can't touch Suicune. Fire types don't do it that much to Suicune.
Oh yeah,
In fire types that be all like LMAO just toxic, they do much to Suicune. Well, they do much to non-rest Suicunes.
Yeah,
But
that's
who's
true.
not running rest?
Well,
The
actually,
people that run Sub Protect every Vincoon ever.
yeah, Sub Protect is actually definitely Sub Protect is a thing that definitely exists. But yeah, Suicune's just kind of chilling here. He's gonna do some things. Next up, back to Ant. He's gonna get. Oh, I misspelled his name. I just realized. Whatever.
Jellicent.
Yeah, Jellicent is chilling here. I was
Very
trying.
solid one. This is probably my favorite. I don't know if this or Mudsdale.
Jellicent.
The round 4 Jellicent or the round 2 Mudsdale. Much is better.
Yeah, Jellicent's a nice bulky water. It's got stuff. Strength Sap is just such a good move. Strength Sap's just really good. Yeah, there's not really too much to say here. Jellicent's just all around solid. It can definitely wall some stuff. Yeah. Next up, Cat's pick. He's gonna grab Tyranitar, which he was talking about earlier. He can.
I'm surprised that fell to. Are we on round 4?
Yep, round 4.
Yeah, this is round 4.
T-Tar, he was saying earlier his thoughts about synergy and such.
Tar is big pursuit, a lot of fat, stealth rocking helps, just does so many things.
It's so good.
Tyranitar, for how bulky it is, it has no right to hit so hard.
Yeah, it does hit solidly hard, yeah.
I just witnessed it murder Spectrier in one hit with a 40 base power move.
Oh, was it
Well, technically 80, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it would have killed even if he wasn't switching.
Would it have? That's kind of cool. That's kind of crazy.
Or granted, I was adamant banned in Tyranitar, so 604 attack.
That does.
His power moves.
That does make a bit of a difference, but yeah.
Tyranitar is crazy bulky, crazy strong, and scarf sets actually exist and do things sometimes.
Sometimes.
So it's really interesting just to see people flounder against Tyranitar because it doesn't die in one hit.
It's such a consistent mon.
Yeah, T-Tar is definitely a mon you can bring to every game.
I admittedly kind of only drafted it for
Pursuit
this one thing, and then fighting types go burr. But it actually does more things than just that one thing.
Oh no, it does so much more things than just Pursuit. And having Pursuit, even without cut moves...
Yeah, it's still really good.
But just having Pursuit pushes it to be so good.
Yeah.
It is a very good Pokemon.
Alright, so... Next thing... Yeah, Garchomp. Mega Garchomp is definitely a cool mon. Much better now that it has Scale Shot. Much better now that it has Scale Shot.
Was not really to run a sleeper variant most of the time, but mainly to run defensive Mega Chomp.
Is that you're gonna run defensive Mega Chomp?
The Toxic. I'm actually not gonna say the sets because gotta keep some privacy.
I mean, all right.
But it's very versatile as well. Like you can run.
I don't know about that.
It also has Stone Edge, which is Stone Quake, which is really good.
Edge Quake.
Whatever that thing is called. Earth Edge.
Edge Quake.
It's called Edge
Quake.
Quake.
There it is. its design also looks sick. That's not gonna lie. That's also kind of why I drafted it. Is because its design
That's a
is
good reason to draft something.
Well, it's also just a good mon.
Yeah, it definitely does things.
And then just the last thing is having a bulky dragon.
It's semi-bulky, yeah.
It's bulky. You cannot. I think I said it's Darchon Mega defense. Darchon Mega. It's I think it's like 100. It's 108, 115, 90.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty nice.
That is bulky. That's not semi bulky. That's bulky.
All right, next up, Stars drafting. No,
Stars.
next up is Stars, and you draft Milotic. Milotic, another good bulky water. Yeah. Yeah, Milotic's just kind of good. It, really takes hits really well. And
then recover it off.
Yeah.
And then just flips into Lopunny, so I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, and then slow momentum really helps out.
Yeah, definitely.
Lopunny, bringing it in safely to punish.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Plus with Jirachi having that U-turn.
Yeah, he has a lot of momentum with these first four.
Does Haxorus get momentum?
No.
No, it does not.
I think it gets Baton Pass.
It does not do that either. If you want to run momentum on Haxorus, you visit Heat Shit Incorporated and run close combat with Eject Pack.
All right, next up, DJ drafting Mega Pidgeot.
Fidget Spinner. Mega Pidgeot.
Pidgeot.
Hey, a flying type that actually does flying type things, and yet another rock weakness, so let's unpack this. It actually has Noom, because the gang kind of wants Noom at this point.
Yeah, it was really slow before.
Special attacking is nice, but literally his entire team is special attacking.
Yeah.
So,
well, not... Mew can be physical. Yeah. Mew can be physical.
Also technically not Selly, because Selly spams Heavy Slam.
Yeah, but
Celestial is more special.
Everything at least has a special set.
The defensive Sellys go mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mega Pidgeot, spamming Hurricane is nice, but like...
It's just another rock weakness, which Tyranitar just kind of goes in against this team.
Yeah.
I am so ready for Tar to just go in. It's gonna be great.
Mega Pidgeot is
just gonna click Stone Edge and nothing switches in.
Mega Pidgeot is just kind of bad. Like, without Hidden Power, I feel like that's another mon similar to Mega Manectric that really appreciated Hidden Power.
Then we have PZ.
Yeah, Jude's drafting Porygon Z.
Oh, Jude drafted round 4 Porygon Z. That feels kind of unnecessary. Porygon Z seems like that thing that nobody drafts, so you just take it round 11.
Porygon Z is definitely a cool mon.
I guess somebody wanted to draft Porygon Z this week, so guess there's that.
Yeah,
It definitely has good wall breaking with adaptability and 135 special attack. It gets agility, it gets nasty plot, has a very solid move pool. It can run specs. It has download too, and download's definitely a good ability as well.
Okay, what the fuck?
Alright, sorry. My mom was talking to me.
Okay,
so Porygon Z, that's a Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
King even go?
I'm still here.
I think King died, maybe.
Can you not hear me?
I hope King did not spontaneously explode. He's the one recording.
I guess they can't hear me. Okay.
It also means that the page maybe hasn't been
okay,
turned.
Let me finish this.
I have the slides up on mine.
Okay.
Yeah, but it not on the screen of the video. Not in the content.
You're not speaking, King.
I am speaking. You can't hear me?
Maybe disconnect.
Ryan,
okay.
Thou art not committing speaketh.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Ernie.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Nerd spotted. You exist.
Okay, cool. If I had any editing capabilities, I would edit that out, but I don't have any editing capabilities, so that is remaining in the video.
Nice, fine. Fuck editing capabilities. We
Alright,
Gucci.
we're going to see. Me and Kat already kind of talked about this.
Yeah.
So basically, it just clicks normal moves, and I guess this team likes the clicking of normal moves. I mean, it
And
doesn't
then
really
you
have
have
explicit
pursuit.
deal breakers outside of Nape, but
And then you have the
I mean,
pursuit
Mega
trap.
Aerodactyl helps trap ghosts.
And
As
yeah, you
potentially
got the
as Aegis
pursuit
Flash,
trapping
depends
that.
how competent you feel.
Porygon Z can Shadow Ball them anyway, too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
just having the pursuit trap
When in
is
doubt,
better.
you probably want to spam Tri-Attack with this guy.
Yeah, that is true.
It feels like a mon. You just want to click Tri-Attack and be done.
That's very fair. Next up, Byronio drafting Arcanine, which is he's got that cat dog core, with Lando T. That's actually double intimidate. I just realized.
Oh yeah, Arcanine gets intimidate.
Yeah. Yeah, Arcanine just kind of exists. It's pretty cool. Pretty good. Doing things.
Pretty good mon. I don't really see it giving utility here.
Yeah, it doesn't get a lot of utility, but it's just kind of good with like intimidate. It does get recovery and teleport and stuff.
And what do you call it? Morning Sun.
Yeah, that's recovery, Danny.
You said teleport.
Yeah.
I said recovery and teleport.
Oh, I thought you said recovery in teleport.
Oh no,
Yeah,
teleport doesn't recover.
It's some weird shit. Funky Fresh, Original Skittles, potatoism and shit. So
yeah, Arcanine.
Yourself.
Arcanine's just chilling there. Next up, Deoxys Speed. Granbell's getting the fat thing.
Deoxys defense, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I said
Not
speed. I meant defense.
I was about to say, wait, Deoxys Speed is unbanned?
Deoxys Speed isn't unbanned, yes. So yeah.
I've never used it at all.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but it's kind of nice. Just really fat. It's really annoying because it has cosmic power. It can stack hazards. Get stuff like taunt, thunder wave. It obviously gets recovery.
Wait, does it get recover?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it got recovered.
Yeah, it's really fat, and that's definitely a nice fighting resist because he had no fighting resists, even though he had 2 fairies before. Still loses to Dark Shifu, but now I can't just click close combat and everything dies. So yeah, he's just chilling there with his Deoxys.
Deoxys.
Yeah.
I mean, you get later in Granbull's team, and you're gonna see just spamming physical moves is not an option.
Yeah, that is true. Oh man, I love. Gonna spoil this a little bit. It's not like anyone who's watching this not like anyone's gonna be watching this and doesn't know what the Hackmons are. I love his fur coat Avalugg. I'm like genuine.
Bro.
I'm genuinely in love with that thing.
You're gonna have to run Life Orb Dark Shifu with Focus Blast. I'm loving it.
I know. I was actually. Oh my gosh! I was running the calcs. It does Mega Mawile, like max attack Animate Mega Mawile does like 25 to 30 to Avalugg with Iron Head.
Bro, it's just a Mawile wall.
I love it so much.
It's the greatest Mawile wall to ever exist.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have to Focus Blast it with Mawile and do 0 damage.
Oh man.
Then we get a Superior.
Yep. Esla.
The fire weakness is really
Oh yeah, definitely stacking up here.
Es Turbo, Mr. Esla Turbo. Mew levels did not rise a lot. Not getting sand yet for the big drill, which is fine. I mean, I have a sand setter and no rusher, but setting with no rushing is sometimes better than rushing with no sanding.
This game just kind of loses to Incineroar so far.
That's true.
I mean, it does lose to a number of fire types. Especially fire
Any
types
fire
with
type
actual
that gets
moves.
decent dark coverage, it kind of loses to.
So yeah.
There's not really much. Sub-Glare is a
I
good
don't
set.
like Superior. Just feels so wonky without hidden power. Like it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just
I never
fools.
really got why people draft superior in non-HP leagues. Like, I guess Glare is such good utility. But, like,
It does have some good
Helios-
utility, yeah, but I don't know. I just never really liked
Helios,
Superior.
It gets T-Wave and Glare.
Next up,
I'm really biased towards Heliolisk, though. So
next thing is Heatran. More fat.
More chunk.
Yep, even more
Chomp
fat.
moment.
Heatran filling out his. This thing actually works for his Water, Fire, Grass, and his Fairy Dragon Steel. So yeah, Heatran's definitely a nice mon.
Yeah, Heatran is very good.
Only when it's used. Only when it's used right, though. I have used Heatran and it didn't go very well because I didn't really know how to use it. I just wanted to run Specs Heatran, but I don't know.
Heatran is where it's at. Scarf, Eruption, Heatran.
Yeah, true. But yeah, Heatran's just kind of chilling there.
It's very good for this team, I will say.
I think Slowbro plus Heatran is like super nice. Plus Zapdos on top of that too, because I can't like ground isn't as spammable. Like strong, like I mean, Slowbro can take on most ground types, like physical ground types anyway, because it's Slowbro. But yeah,
the Slowbro Heatran core is very good.
Yeah, it's definitely a really nice defensive asset to this team.
Yeah, I think this was a very good pickup for HVC.
Yeah.
Then we got Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Which adds
being a gang bang orangutan gang.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna call him this time, Cat?
Okay, let's just call him Lachlan.
All right.
No, we'll do Lock of Nuts next time.
Okay. All right.
Lock of these nuts.
So yeah, this time it's Lachlan. So Lachlan went and drafted Tang Gang, not the tiny Tang Gang, but the big Tang Gang.
The worst.
So the levels of Neum have considerably dropped off the face of the earth with Tang Gang. Most frequently, that thing's speed stat's going to be 122.
This brought the average speed down to like 80.
Yeah. Tangrowth. Not like Tangrowth really cares about being fast. This team is definitely still fast, but Tangrowth adds a nice defensive piece.
Tangrowth adds a nice amount of bulk to it.
Yeah. Tangrowth
got that chunk though.
Mm-hmm.
And especially on the physical side. The special bulk.
And then you could even run AB. It also brings knockoff utility, which Charizard really likes.
Yeah.
Because you can remove the berries.
Yeah, for I guess helmets, so that now when it kills itself slightly slower.
That is true.
Well, also berries.
So yeah.
Okay, well also berries, but if you're trying to kill Charizard, odds are you're not Fire Weak. You're not gonna have an Aqua Berry.
True.
Then we have Raikou.
Yeah, next up is Raikou.
Another rain mon. Thunder.
I feel like Raikou's not really a rain mon, but it definitely works on rain.
Scald, though.
Yeah. It gets rain boosted Scald and 100% accurate Thunder. Raikou, I don't like. Raikou definitely works on rain, but I don't think it's necessarily a rain mon. If you get what I mean.
Staple like Scizor or like.
Yeah.
It really
not a staple, but it's not a staple, but it is definitely a thumbtack. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also,
I just really like Raikou. Its calm mindsets are really fun to use.
I would just like to point out that Digi made the mistake of thinking that Dracovish is a dragon type.
What?
He drafted Dracovish as his sole dragon, and Dracovish is not a dragon type. It is Fishious Rend.
You don't need a dragon type necessarily.
Yeah, you don't really need one, but I don't know.
Honestly, Dracovish works as a dragon type because now it's a dragon that isn't ice weak.
That's true.
It still uses Dragon Step, admittedly, mostly to hit water immunities like Seismitoad.
Mm-hmm.
It still uses Dragon Step.
That's fair.
It just feels like a side benefit.
Yeah.
Now we get Nidoking.
Yeah, next up, Nidoking. Great wall
I
breaker.
really like Nidoking with this team.
Yeah, Nidoking's a nice special wall breaker. This team didn't really have very many special attackers up until now.
It also can eliminate like ground types that Magron doesn't like.
Yeah.
Or fire types that Magron. It's really good pairing with the Obstagoon as well.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends on sort of what ground and fire types it is, because if it's a dinky ass ground type, Magron eats those alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like
if you're trying to take banded drill earthquakes, which I suppose Nidoking doesn't handle either, then yeah, you're gonna have problems.
Yeah, nothing on the this entire team is super ground weak, like honestly. Like I could just
This is like insert funny button man clicks earthquake and huzzah. The button has been pressed.
I just scarf Lando Eye and just win here. I just scarf Lando Eye and win.
Did Zach draft webs at all?
No.
No. I mean, he has a Dragon Ball. He doesn't need Sticky Web.
Yeah.
And I'm just chilling here like, yes, Specs Gastrodon. Yes.
All right.
To allow Nidoking, like, this team would be actually so nice with webs.
Next thing up.
Obstagoon and Nidoking turn into just...
Next, we have further complicating the 95 speed tier,
Uh-huh.
Darmanitan.
Yep.
This just feels like Obstagoon, but a different typing.
Yeah. It's another ground weakness.
Actually,
this team is looking like so painfully ground weak.
Yeah. Dang, you know that Insurgents League that I'm in?
Yeah, with the Delta Darmanitan?
No, I just have regular Darmanitan.
Oh.
But I have Delta Volcarona, Delta Torterra, I have Mega Delta Lob, Mega Mawile. Guess what my kill leader is?
Darmanitan?
Yeah.
That was fairly easy to guess since you brought it up on the
Darmanitan
pick, but
Banded Flare Banded Flare Bits.
Bits.
Flare Bit did
a lot.
40 no, it did 54 to a Tomp.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's slept on.
Yeah, definitely.
I really love this Pokemon. It is very slept on.
Next.
People don't understand how much of a goat Darmanitan is.
Alright, Darmanitan is done, Pog. And now we have Salazzle, which is fire type that strangely works on rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels kind of like a brute toxic staller on rain, like you're going to be using its poison moves more than its fire ones, but...
Yeah.
Hey, we've been thinking about this team a lot as sort of finicky around a rain team, but maybe we should start just interpreting this as, it doesn't have rain, but this is just a collection of Pokermans. So at that, Salazzle's actually really solid, helps beat up seals.
Yeah, Salazzle's just...
Scizor and Tornadus lures in waters, gives them a poisoning for Dracovish shenanigans, helps get into Raikou. Really nice 117 speed, so the speed teams are actually really solid at the top.
Yeah, they definitely are.
And then one of the most powerful priority moves in the game, as well as a ridiculous one-button wall breaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty solid squad.
Yeah, definitely. Next up,
you have Laka D's nuts.
Let's go.
The PHAT Don fan. So we have yet another thing with a lot more physical defense than special defense.
Yeah, that is true.
It's literally this guy's entire team, barring Darkrai, which has even defenses.
Avalugg. Yeah.
No Avalugg moment.
Yeah, Avalugg moment.
Fur coat Avalugg moment.
Avalugg moment. It's going to be so fun in games just because everybody's going to be running mixed sets.
Yeah, it's just like
Incineroar is coming.
Avalugg is just like, oh, you have a physical attacker, I'll bring Avalugg.
Bro, I just ran the numbers. It lives 2 choice banded double iron bashes from Melmetal.
Jeez. That's
like 2 full ones or just so it survives 4 hits.
Survives 4 total hits.
That's insane.
Double iron bash from choice band Melmetal.
That's actually insane.
Alright, let's actually talk about Donphan. We stalled on Donphan like hell. Good removal on a Zard X team is paramount, and Donphan fulfills that in spades. a really
Also,
solid
it
120 stabber.
It also brings. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, in a sec. Okay, after this, I'm gonna have to mute
All right.
a minute.
All right. So yeah, Donphan. Donphan's a really
We'll
nice
just finish
ground type.
this round, maybe do one more, and then that part one. Whatever.
Donphan is just such
Honestly,
a
do we want to
solid
split
rock.
this video into 3 parts of rounds 1
Nah.
through 5 or 6, the second half of the draft, and then the Hackmons?
Well, it's too late for that because we're already started round 5, and so if we finished round 5, I mean, we could do 2 other videos of 3 rounds.
Hackmons with round.
If we did 2 other videos with only 3 rounds, that would be kind of weird.
Oh, I mean, we have this video to cover the first half of the draft. The second video covers the second half of the draft, and then the third video just covers the Hackmons.
That could work.
I don't think the Hackmons need a whole separate video.
Yeah. I think
they aren't. There's only how many? 32.
Yeah.
32. Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Next thing, HGC, yet another Fatmon with
more fat.
Yeah, wheezing Galar. He is finishing off his Fairy Dragon Steel. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty meh Fairy Dragon Steel. Pretty meh Fairy Dragon Steel, but Wheezing Galar is definitely a good mon.
I mean, it's a pretty meh fairy, sure, but not a meh steel and not a meh dragon.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's not a meh. It is a good fairy.
I mean, Wheezing Galar is by no means bad, but it's definitely not like incredible.
His fairy dragon steel core though is so good.
It is very nice, and then there's just a Slowbro to exist.
Yeah.
Zapdos to exist.
Next thing.
I think we should do Hackmons as they come in.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Next thing.
We have the best starter. Actually, not
get
the best
Esla Turbo with Primarina, which
we have the second best starter ever, only behind my big man Tony. Except Primarina.
Primarina is definitely really good. Love really Primarina.
Negates the fire weakness.
Yeah, it does help with the fire weakness a bit.
Sure, feel free to think that.
Special attacking fires, yes.
It's fat enough to negate.
Yeah, it is fat enough. That's fair.
So yeah, it definitely.
It's just its coverage is actually really good as well.
Yeah, it's definitely very solid.
It's just Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Psychic, so it's really just perfect for mashing. Yeah. It's kind of just perfect for mashing Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
Just a ridiculous.
I never run Hydro Pump on my Primarina.
Yeah, me either.
I'm scared it will miss.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that's because you're scared it will miss. That's not because Hydro Pump on Primarina is bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah.
Primarina is definitely.
Primarina hits as hard as Keldeo, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
The special attack stat difference is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who has more?
Keldeo
has 129, Primarina has 126. So Keldeo has a bit more. But Keldeo frequently goes timid. So
yeah.
Technically, Primarina will hit harder.
Because Primarina is almost always modest. Yeah.
Name a time when Primarina wasn't modest. You can't checkmate.
I mean, Primarina goes timid when it's trying to outrun 110s with a Scarfer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all aren't ready for the 18 times I'm going to run Scarf and Incineroar.
Yes, you're going to run Scarf and Incineroar 18 times in 8 games.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright. He's gonna bring 2.16 Incineroars per game.
Here, I need to go so I'm on mute real quick.
He needs to go calm his raging dogs. Alrighty, next pick. We have MC Grand coming in hot with the Greninja. So, big Neum, more spikes, which I guess we take
more
those.
Spikes. Yeah.
A T-Spikes on a Garchomp team. T-Spikes on a Garchomp team seems absolutely terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now he has 3 Spikers.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. No, like, you don't often see more like 3 spikers. So now he has 3 spikers and 3 rockers. Hazard game's redonkadonk in my conkadonk.
Yeah, it's really good.
Actual steel resistance is solid.
Even if it is a
Actual-
Greninja.
okay, now it's dark. Even if it is a Greninja.
It's better than nothing.
That is true. Something to potentially switch into Will-O-Wisp burns? I mean, wait, Deoxys does that. I
Yeah.
don't know. Greninja feels like, okay, it's got speed, got spikes, it's got hydro pumps.
Yeah. Just
I don't really know if there's much more to say.
all around just pretty solid. Yeah.
Gren is a Pokermans.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next,
Grimmsnarl.
Grimmsnarl by Ronio B. Why do people draft Grimmsnarl? Why? Grimmsnarl's existence disappoints me greatly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I don't know.
Because Dark Fairy is such a cool typing, but why does it have Prankster? Why does it have Prankster and now everybody runs screen sets every week? and
Yeah,
Grimmsnarl
screens.
just ripped the 120 base attack.
I know. The fact that Grimmsnarl has just become screens is just kind of sad.
It's very sad.
It can do. It's like, yeah, it's definitely so much better than just screens. But like, it's whatever. It's a nice.
T-Wave help is nice for
Yeah.
relatively slow pace of the team.
You could run
the
like.
team doesn't beat up grounds, and you can't T-Wave grounds, so.
Yeah, that's very fair. He does.
Ooh.
He does need a thing to kill grounds. Next up.
He does not have a method to beat up ground types. Next, we have Nidoqueen on the Roraima Raichus that does not have Juge's name on it.
Yeah. Apparently, just some guy took over for Juge this pick, and no one knows who it was. Yeah.
And it's a masked entity
Yeah.
that drafted Juge Nidoqueen and moved on with life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, so now we have Nidoqueen. Why does this get Sucker Punch? I don't know why. Actual stealth rocking is really nice.
Yeah.
Solid special attack. It's good. Good bulk is solid. I mean, Aegislash already has it. There's nothing really I can say about Nidoqueen that I can't say about any other member of this team.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, well, T-Spikes.
Just feels like, oh, it's an electric immunity.
And it adds
It is
T-Spikes
an
as well.
immunity with Chonk and the ability to beat up fairies, but nothing here excessively struggles with beating up fairies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. The beast has been.
Alrighty, we just moved on to Vicious Venusaur's Ditto.
Ditto exists.
I have no idea what to say about Ditto.
Yeah, what do you even say about Ditto?
Like a Ditto and move on.
Yeah, Ditto.
Am I right?
Ditto is the
Okay,
peak of
Ditto
synergy.
Now we have our first Hackmon drafted.
Now we have the unironic round 5 Sneasel, a move you will only ever see in the HDA.
Yeah. All right. Does someone have the Hackmon stock pulled up?
I remember it has Tough Claws and
Yeah.
moves.
It has Tough Claws with like Fusion Bolt,
It's
Flip Turn.
Let me speak, please.
No.
Tough Claws, Bolt Strike, Blaze Kick, Flip Turn, and Gear Grind.
Okay.
Is Gear Grind the setting up move?
No.
Setup move?
It's the Cling Clang move. It's
80
50 base power, 85% accuracy, hits twice.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was
Basically, it's a 130 base power steel move.
Shift Gears, the setup.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, Shift Gear is the setup move. So I don't know why Gear Grind got hacked onto it. It just feels like Iron Tail with 10 more accuracy. It's literally what he did.
Feels like he could have gotten double Iron Bash.
And that would have been banned. It would have been banned on the spot.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Tough Claws. Forgot about Tough Claws.
Yeah.
And also, Coin Flip Flinch Chance.
Yeah.
Flinch Chance.
115 speed.
Yeah. Danny, Double Iron Bash has a 30% chance to flinch, and it activates with each hit.
Each hit.
So effectively, is that effectively 60%?
Effectively, it's 51% chance to flinch, so a coin flip.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's all. Yeah, no, that was...
Basically, you're turning Sneasel into Jirachi when you still have Triple Axle and Knockoff there, too.
Yeah, it's really,
And
really...
also, you know, the move
really
is
bad.
casually stronger than Jirachi Ironhead?
Yeah.
Just casually better than Jirachi.
It
Yeah.
would have just casually been
Chilling.
better Jirachi. Because, hey, you want to try to beat this Sneasel by tanking it out with your water type or whatever? Oh no, coin flip shot to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gets Fusion Bolt as well. So.
Yeah.
Is it Fusion Bolt or Bolt Strike?
Bolt Strike. Bolt Strike.
It's Bolt Strike, so now it's electric coverage. Its electric coverage is 169 base power. Nice.
Oh boy, that sounds like fun. Alright,
Yeah.
next thing. Darm G.
Monkey Bowman?
Round 5, Darm G.
5 Darm coming in hot with these ice types. Hit us with it, Danny.
Enough, I did not plan to have Darm G, nor did I want Darm. But
Obviously you didn't. Obviously you didn't plan for it, otherwise you wouldn't have gotten a round 5.
You are interrupting each other. You are not letting Danny explain.
He doesn't need to explain.
I didn't even really want it.
But Monkey.
Then I saw it in Tier 1B, and I was like, wait, what? King and Cat are smoking the biggest pack of crack I've ever seen. And I was like, you know what? I need a team. And I drafted Darm G, and apparently Snipe King. But I think he wanted Darm G.
No, I did not. I don't know why you think that. I was not planning on getting Darm G.
But it's also just a good... This team so far is like really mid speed tiers, except for Incineroar, bad speed tier.
And
you now have 3 different things. You have 2 Scarf spamming 95s, and then a 92 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this just kind of added to it, which could be perceived as bad, but usually you run Scarf or Bands.
Or Sub Belly Drum.
Bad.
Okay.
You don't really need to explain why it's a Tier 1, though. Let's move on to your pick.
Slowking Galar.
Slowking. I have... This Pokemon haunts my nightmares.
Bantam Rotom.
Yeah, it was... I one time tried to run Choice Band Rotom, but I didn't get completely cucked by Assault Vest Galarian Slowking. But Galarian Slowking is a kind of Redonkadonk in my Conkadonk special walling behemoth monster.
Wait, I have a quick question. Why is Slowking Bro?
What?
What are you saying, Danny?
Why is Slowking better than Slowbro?
Which one? Galar?
Yeah, Galar, yeah.
Because Slowbro Galar just has weird stats.
Has much more bulk, because it has more bulk, more power, and...
Regenerator. Or no, Slowking G gets...
They both have Regenerator,
yeah.
But the difference is that Galarian Slowking, it just lives
everything.
Its coverage is so ridiculous. It has no right to be as good as it is in terms of coverage. Because you just have Blood Bomb, Future Sight, and then whatever 2 coverage moves you want.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, next thing. Next thing, we have round 5, Ferrothorn.
Which is kind of a snag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does feel like a snag.
Well, actually, if it's Ferrothorn, either goes like round 1 or 2,
or else it goes like super late in the draft because no one else wants it, and then someone notices it and they're like, "Oh, I'm taking that."
Yeah, which I kind of think that's just the way that Ant's been drafting. It was kind of where he was like, "Oh wait, it's still on the board." Might as well, man.
Yeah. Ferrothorn exists. Ferrothorn plus Jellicent is like really nice, honestly.
Yeah, it's very good, bulky grass core.
Ferro Jelly is kind of schnasty.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Next up, Dragalge. It's my pick. The man
was mono lose to Keldeo, so he made himself nut.
Oh, I just realized that Dragalge will Keldeo. Actually, I just drafted Dragalge because I wanted to spam Draco Meteor, and it's honestly been way too long since I've ran Specs Dragalge. The last time I used it was in Mono Dragon, And I had to run defensive Dragalge like way too
Honestly,
often.
you run Specs Dragalge though. You're wasting so much.
I just
Just
want.
like
I just
I
want.
mean, when you want to click Draco Meteor, there's little better to do than run Spectracology.
Yeah,
obviously, but I think that Specs Dragalge is Dragalge's worst set.
that's weird, but all right.
Not worst set, but just not as good as all the other.
I don't know about that, but
Like,
yeah.
AV Dragalge is just the best set.
No, that's
on
fake.
Dragalge.
That's fake. 100% fake.
On yourself.
And AV Dragalge cannot T-Spike.
Yeah. And defensive Dragalge always wants to have T-spikes. But yeah, Dragalge is a great mon. It has good like defensive capabilities as well as being able to run like have very few switch-ins to Specs Draco Meteor. Outside of like special defensive Scizor.
With the big sludge wave.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragalge is just a great mon. I love this thing. Like I just have a personal like I just really like it a lot. I was originally planning on getting Goodra, but I'm like, nah, I like the additional type.
Still on the board, you pick up Dragalge.
Yeah, I just really like Dragalge and I wanted to use it again. So yeah, that's.
I used it in a Seafoam.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's my Dragalge. I think we're gonna finish round 5, and then you guys want to end it off.
I can go for one round.
I could go for another round as well. I have to do a draft league game in an hour.
Okay, we can.
Oh, we can finish.
Yeah, let's finish round 6.
Don't take a million years, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, we just won't finish round 6, or we will finish round 6.
Next up, we have Zawarudo. Literally, he drafted 4 U-turn pokes in a row.
That he did. Zarud is monkey. That's all we have to say about that.
That's all you gotta say. All right, next pick.
Spectrier.
Spectrier. This man now has 2 Pokemon, or 3 Pokemon walled by a certain type.
Yes, that is very true.
What? Wait, what is Blissey walled by? Okay.
Blissey?
No, I'm talking about Medicham. It's kind of walled by a lot of Psychics.
Yeah, unless your Psychic is an Alakazam.
Yeah, that just sounds like a you problem, admittedly.
Yeah, that is definitely a me problem. Yeah. But yeah,
Here's my problem. I have 2 Psychics, but neither resists Psychic.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, I don't think I have a Psychic. No, I have Tapu Lele. Never mind. All right.
Tapu Lele is the best Mega Medicham answer.
Yeah.
It's like Flareon's the best Mega Mawile answer. We both can be wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of Flareon, King actually ran a Flareon to actually kind of good use.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I had Fiznef Flareon. It walled like literally half his team. It was a Hail team.
Who were you facing again?
It was
Actius?
I don't remember.
I think it was Actius.
No, it wasn't Actius. He didn't have the Hail team. He had Lando T.
Oh, it was Willard.
Yeah. Tiller, not Willer.
Oh, why do I say Willard?
I don't know. Yeah, I do like actually, I hate Spectre. Glaster is much better, but Spectre is unique in the fact.
Astrier be Astrier.
Spectre is unique in the fact that it does get walled by every dark type in the game, but it is cool because there are a lot of dark types that with like the tools that it has a lot of tools that allow it to work around the dark types. Not every dark type. There's definitely quite a few dark types that.
Your Shifu.
Well, it can Willow Dark Shifu, but it's not like.
It can't Willow Incineroar, therefore Incineroar is the best dark type.
Yeah, but it can
Mudshot.
Yeah, it can Mudshot Incineroar.
Bro, no way. That's doing 40 max.
Yeah, but
sure, but then it leaves.
Yeah. It mudshots you. It mudshots you once on switch in, then nasty plots and kills you with a second mudshot.
It does to a non-AV, like min special defense. It deals 32 max.
Yeah, I mean you mudshot once, and then next time You have your Spectre, and you nasty plant as you switch into Incineroar and kill it with Mudshot.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Next up, Archeops. Here's
GGG, well played.
the
Oh,
crazy,
yes, the Ted Bus Archeops.
the crazy
wonderful
thing.
Archeops debate. The fabled story of hashtag Archeops.
The
Civil War
second
was
grim
bad.
Namon in a row.
Archeops Civil War, yes.
Oh boy, yeah, that pretty much describes the state of the server with the Archeops.
So let's get into the Hackmon. Where is
It has Grimnay, Aeroblast, Paleo Wave.
Meteor, T-Bolt, and Paleo Wave.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed that I do not fight this man regular season because I somehow just wall the Archeops.
Yeah, special.
How did you roll it again?
Gastrodon.
I walled it with specially defensive Kaparaja, but he ended up going
That too.
choice band, so it was just like, hey, why do you do 0 things to Aromatisse?
True.
But I have my own wall. I'm just gonna say it. It's Empoleon.
Yeah, Empoleon deals with it solidly well.
Empoleon, and then he Paleo Waves me. I live. I get 3 code by it.
3-hit KO?
It could also just Thunderbolt or Focus Blast.
That's true.
Well then, okay,
Thunderbolt
so
if he's a virgin, Focus Blast if he's a Chad.
He hits me. I automatonize or
Automatonize.
Agility.
Yeah,
It doesn't even get autotomized.
Agility, my bad. And then
Why not just kill it?
That's
LMAO
boring.
just kill it.
Yeah.
And then next pick we have Staraptor.
Staraptor is a bird.
Raptor. Big raptor.
He got the monkey, now he got into bird.
Why is this guy's 10X speed tier so crowded?
Yeah, true.
He has 100, 100, 105. He has 100, 100, 101, 105, and then boom, beat
like 135.
145. Yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah, speed tiers are kind of crazy, but Staraptor is just a really nice wall breaker. It's a flying type that does flying type things because Thunderous Therian does not do flying type things.
I really wish it got
Great Bird.
Yeah.
Before Reckless Archeops moment.
Yeah. Spamming. This thing is just really. It hits really hard. It's kind of difficult to switch into a lot of times just because close combat.
Yeah,
it's really nice. It's a really nice mon.
Yep. Moltres.
It does die too. It does kill itself a lot though. Yeah, Moltres.
Yeah, Moltres that does Moltres things and is a Moltres.
Yeah, that is another.
He really loves Moltres.
I do?
It doesn't like spikes at all.
What doesn't like spikes?
Anything that isn't Moltres Lando.
Yeah, I guess.
You're probably going to be pivoting around a lot.
Yeah, I have U-turn on Darkshifu, U-turn on Lando, flip turn on Dragalge, and U-turn on Moltres. Moltres does give me some nice hazard removal, because other than that, my hazard removal is Lando T, which is admittedly not great.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah. I do get some more removal later on, though. But for now, Moltres is a great defogger. Yeah. Moltres is just a good defensive mon. It can even run offensive if it wants. Specs Moltres hits like a truck.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even run Scarf.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
And
Moltres just does really well. Next up.
Our next Pokemon.
Typhlosion.
We have Shoes drafting Typhlosion.
No, we have Ant drafting Typhlosion.
Yeah, this is Bulbasaur.
Who copied Juju's Hackmon from last season.
Where's Ant? What? Am I blind?
It's Storm Drain.
Okay, so it's Typhlosion with Storm Drain, Steam Eruption, Fusion Flare, Moonblast, and Magma Storm. I don't know what Fusion Flare is, but I'm guessing it's an electric
100 special fire.
Yeah, it's Kyurem White's move.
Signature to Reshiram.
No, that's Blue Flare.
Fusion Flare is also signature to Reshiram.
I don't think so.
I'm looking this up right now.
Kyurem White has it.
Well, Kieran White also has.
It's
Okay,
Russian
no,
Ram
it doesn't
and
have
White
to.
Kieran.
I didn't think
White
that.
Kieran just inherits fusion flare because it's a fusion.
And
Yeah.
Victini has it too.
Victini has blue flare and bolt strike as well.
Yeah. Victini just
I
stole all
don't
their
really
signature
see
moves.
the purpose of Magma Storm on this.
It's nice for trapping stuff. I guess.
Trapping.
Yeah.
But like, it could have been a better.
Probably, yeah. All in all, this Typhlosion is solid. It's not like that great, honestly.
It's not. It's definitely lacking.
It's
like the Hackmon is lacking.
It's been improved a lot, like significantly since base form Typhlosion, but
it's still not like the best Hackmon.
Yeah.
Trap then end with coverage.
Yeah. That works. Next
we
thing.
Have apparently.
Essie, yes.
The
Essie is goaded. The second water just kind of felt right, and then also having ground felt like I needed it.
Yeah,
I mean, my
ground's
electric
good.
weakness doesn't really exist. It's kind of just Caldeo. But
there's a really good pick here. It has Sticky Hold if you want to keep your lefties. It has Storm.
It's true. If I want to keep my lefties, I've actually only ever, I think, used Sticky Hold to keep a Rocky Helmet in the face of a Mega Absol.
Bro, special Mega Absol is the wave.
Yeah, Gaston's just kind of chilling. It is weak to grass. Currently, your team is a little bit like if you weren't the one with Rillaboom, this team would just be mono lose to Rillaboom.
Mono lose to Rillaboom. I suppose that is fair. My grass resistances are OK Boomer and Glow King.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the best grass resist.
Not physical grass resist. It's not a great physical grass resist, but
not a physical grass resist. That's fair.
Especially because
also show me a non-Rillaboom physical grass.
You know what? I need you to show me, Kat, your answer to my Torterra.
My answer to your Torterra? The answer is simple. Triple fucking Axel.
But if you're forgetting that I have Shell Smash.
This Rocky Helmet.
Okay, I may be forgetting that you can smash that ass.
What? I want to see how much it does to a Torterra. Mega Gallade.
Yeah, because I do have the solid rock.
Axel, right?
Yeah. I smash, and then Sacred Fire, the Rillaboom, Earthquake, pretty much everything else.
It has an 8.3% to kill a max.
Yeah. Is that max Fizz Death?
Yeah.
I'm not running max Fizz Death against this team.
Smash.
Yeah, I'm not running max Fizz Death. Shell Smash.
Then I just outrun
I'm just
everything I own.
in the little group chat thing.
Well, yeah. Okay. Next up, Empoleon, Danny's pick. Look.
Basically, I just wanted to oh yeah, I did want to Fairy Dragon Steel 4 by picking up a very versatile mod.
Empoleon's very cool, actually.
Yeah, it can be physical, defensive, special defensive, AV, which is kind of actually you can't really run AV.
Mm-hmm. It needs the non-attacking moves.
Its defenses are good enough to not have.
Yeah.
I think it gets rocks.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it gets rocks and defog.
It gets defog. It's a good removal.
Its defensive type is so good.
Yeah, it
really is
good defensive type.
You know what I wish though?
Paired with Mega Chomp, it's kind of like Mega Chomp and Empoleon is a very good pairing.
Yeah, it is. If Empoleon got Roost, it'd be chillin'.
Oh, definitely. If it got Roost, that would be so good.
Yeah. Next thing. Florges. Very good. Florges.
Fat.
That is another personal favorite of mine.
Is just kind of fat, and I guess hazard removal because this team has none.
Yeah, that's true. This team has 0 removal outside of Florges.
Now we get to Big Vab.
Oh, are we just... we're done? All right.
What else is there to say about Florges?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you intend to say anything else about Florges other than fat?
Yeah, that's fair. All we said about Zarude was monkey, so...
That is true. All we said about Zarude was monkey.
But I'm
Because
noticing.
that's just all Zarude is.
Yeah, pretty much. A real good in-depth competitive analysis of Zarude Monkey. So yeah,
It is Monkey, and therefore it is Monkey.
I'm just noticing this team has a lot of Gen 1 Mons, and it continues to have a lot of Gen Mons as the draft
Wait,
progresses.
Vaporeon? Are we talking about Big Vap?
Yeah, he has
Okay,
Mew.
we're talking about Big Vap. Okay.
Yeah, Mew, Pidgeot,
Wait, was
Ditto.
Vaporeon Gen 1?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vaporeon's Gen
Vaporeon's
1.
Gen 1.
I thought it was 2. I
No.
thought, like,
Gen 2
Well,
Gen 2 evolutions are Umbreon and Espeon.
That's true.
Yeah, Vaporeon's nice. Adds some more fat to this team. This team is already like
it also brings some slow pivot for like Mega Pidgeot per se.
yeah.
I guess it's kind of a rock balance, but not really. Like it's tanky enough to get back at rocks, but like
You could say the same
Yeah.
thing about Celesteela.
okay.
Yeah, this team is already pretty bulky, and Vaporeon just kind of pulls it together a little bit. This team is a little bit electric weak, just a little bit, but it does have Curem. But yeah, next thing, Mimikyu. This is the first pick by Juge that I really didn't like because Mimikyu is garbage.
Are we just gonna end it like that? I feel like a bunch of people are gonna get pissed.
Yeah, we should just end it right there.
No, wait, what? Did you? I just zoned out that scheduling with Sonic.
King said Mimikyu is trash. I half agree with him, but not whole agree with him.
Remember, support Mimikyu every week last season in Flapple. Or not Flapple, in GXA.
Mood.
Yeah. Yeah, I just... Ugh. Mimikyu is gross. I don't like Mimikyu. I never have, never will. I have no interest in using it. Ever.
It's a very good mod. I don't know what you're talking about. Your black dog water. Mega Bayonet.
Oh, alright. We're done with that?
I love...
On to the Mega Bayonet that does 0 things.
Dani loves Mega Bayonet.
Byronio B, what does Mega Bayonet do? I have no
Mega
idea.
Bayonet. It's such a good mon. It's just... Oh, heart. That is all I gotta say.
He does love Mega Bayonet. Mega Bayonet's pretty cool.
3 kills in one game. The person who was number 1.
Mega Bayonet is pretty cool. It's not like... I don't know. It's definitely bad. It's definitely bad, but
kind of usable.
it definitely usable. It definitely does something. It's not like completely useless.
Mega Bombs.
Yeah, like Mega Bombs. No. Yeah. It adds another prankster mon to this team.
Is Snorlax Grand Bulls?
Are we on to the next one? Yeah, Snorlax. Grand Bell draft Snorlax. Snorlax is cool. Like, Snorlax is just a good mon. Like, just generally, like, super solid.
I love how you go in scheduling and say, I can't game, sorry, in the mountains, and then you've been on this call for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
More like an hour and a half, right?
Snorlax...
So we started this call at 1:46. It is now 4:07.
Oh, yeah. It's 4:09, but...
Okay, I'm bad.
Snorlax... Yeah, Snorlax...
Snorlax, it is a ghost resistance that actually counts.
Yeah.
Is fat as holy fuck. Is fat.
Sheesh moment. Spectre counter.
I don't really know what Snorlax does.
Yeah, it's just kind of chilling, honestly.
He just kind of be chilling. Alrighty, next mon. Esla Turbo, Passimian.
I love
Why
Passimian.
do you draft Passimian round 6?
No, it's not a Hackmon.
Oh, this isn't a Hackmon. He just drafts standard Passimian round 6.
Because...
Wait, what?
I do love Passimian.
It is such a good mon.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about Passimian. Like, it doesn't really do much for this team except add a fighting type, and it gives it a little more pivoting. It didn't have a ton of pivoting, but yeah, it's just here. I think
Yeah, I mean, the pivoting was Corviknight Primarina before, but Corviknight just is so counting as a pivot.
Yeah.
I really don't see what Passimian brings to this team, though.
It brings Monkey.
It
Everything
does
does
bring
need a monkey.
Alrighty, let's move on. HGC Talonflame. Finally, something that isn't fat, but it is a second fire, and that does not make much sense.
Yeah, and it's not
removal, I guess, but
Talonflame. Talonflame's another mon that I don't like.
Better flying type.
Similar to
Flying
Mimikyu.
Stab, I guess, but why? If Talonflame feels just redundant and everything here.
It's also dual stab, or it's also dual flying.
Yeah, it's
Talonflame
double flying
is
and double
kinda
fire,
icky.
so it's like you want to do flying damage, but why? You want to do fire damage, but why? You want to do physical damage on both of those? I guess.
Yeah.
Flying offense is really solid in draft because there's so little that resists flying.
Yeah.
Because flying is just a offensive type.
Talonflame.
I don't really get this pick, though.
Talonflame feels similar to Mimikyu to me, just because, like, you get a Swords Dance up, yeah, you can Swords Dance, but, like it's just attack is not good enough to do enough damage with a Swords Dance. And then it added by...
It's not like Hawlucha.
Yeah. Yeah, but then Hawlucha can actually hit rock types. Talonflame cannot.
Yo, I think you're forgetting the sacred tech.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you. I knew you were gonna bring that up.
What?
Natural gift.
Oh
my god, shut up. Next mon.
Scissor.
Bro, you gotta run already. Lack anus. The nerd that lacks anus. Coming hot with a round 6 Scizor, which is kind of a bra moment. He adds another thing to having at least 20 more defense than special defense.
Yeah. It's kind of stacking the fireness.
I mean, he does have...
I mean, does it really matter if you're stacking a fire weakness when you have a Zardex?
Yeah, if there's a fire type, Zardex...
It means your defensive core is mono lose to Colossal, which feels really weird.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Donphan can deal with Colossal.
Donphan does not eat Fire Blasts, but sure.
Yeah, I guess if it were like...
No way it definitely does.
Like, maybe specially defensive Donphan.
Yeah, I guess. But point stands. It is kind of stacking a fire weakness, but there's also a Charizard, so who really gives two fucks?
Flamethrower is doing
great. Priority is amazing. Fury Death is solid for Darkrai because there wasn't really as much of that. It's the first fairy resistance of the team, and a damn good one. Recovery, good U-turn stuff. It's an actually good user of U-turn because it does quantifiable amounts of damage.
I think this team's gonna have fun with Mega Mawile.
Is 3 perks of removal now.
This team is gonna have fun with...
This team is gonna have problems with Mega Mawile. Yeah, okay, fine, sure, but wait till it whips out the Choice Band Donphan.
True. Oh, I love how randomly good Donphan's move pool is. It has like Play Rough and Gunk Shot and Seed Bomb.
Play Rough and Gunk Shot and Power Whip and Ice Shard.
Yeah. Does it get Power Whip? I thought it only got Seed Bomb.
It gets Power Whip somewhere. It might have been like in some leaks or maybe just in HBF.
Here, I'm going on Showdown right now.
Yeah, it's just in HBF. Damn.
Okay, well...
Okay, it doesn't get Power Whip because we're not allowing DLC stuff, but yeah.
I have a whole box that's, like, filled with Pokemon that I don't know enough about. It's like,
Next
thing is Mr. Bronzong.
Bronzong.
Oh my god.
I have it
on the slides right now.
Second Steel.
Yeah. Second Steel.
Yeah. Dig-a-King.
Solid.
Hell yeah.
He drafts Bronzong with no Ghost or Dark resistances yet, but that's a thing you can fix in your lower tier options.
Have fun with Dark Shifu.
Second, ground immunity is really useful and nice. Heatproof isn't necessary. Heatproof is frequently not as necessary, although I guess it could be fun with Scizor around, but when in doubt, if there's a fire, you can just beat it up with Dracovish and
True.
One day.
Or like Raikou or Tornadus. I should mention.
Yeah, sure. Yada yada yada, and I guess Salazzle is there too. But when in doubt, if there's a fire type, you just beat it up with Dracovish.
Mhm.
Unless its name is Volcanion.
Unless its name is what?
This video, we have Mantine.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, when this
Mantine. So, it's nice fat Spadef for Aggron helping.
Yeah.
It helps the ground weakness minorly, but it's still. Okay, so Mantine is either passive as hell or a swift sweeper. I've just. I don't remember the context, but I remember one of my friends saying, "If you think otherwise, go get 6-0'd by a Mantine," and that quote just resonates with me.
Yeah, Mantine.
Yeah, really a sleeper pick.
Mm-hmm.
I ran it before I found out how good Articuno was.
Mm-hmm.
I ran it on an OU team when it was like in CU or PU. And
CU?
ZU, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said CU.
No. And it did solid work on that team. It's like a Aggron, Mantine, it's Como, Megadanians, and Cineroar, some other sweeper.
Yeah, Mantine's just pretty solid. Great special tank. Yeah, I think if you guys don't have anything else to say, I think that's where we wrap up the video.
Yep, I don't have anything else.
Speaking of CU, we will see you in the next part of this shit.
Good transition, Cat.
When should we do the next video?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Alright, see y'all.
Bye.
Alrighty.
That's the thing.
Nerd.
And now we're done.